Hello, folks. Welcome. I am super excited for tonight. Been wanting to do this for a long time. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Volume is good. I actually should refresh the live stream page. It's not showing me anything right now. No preview, no chat. Let's try refreshing. Still nothing. Come on. You got this, YouTube. There it goes. Hey, Jims. All right, so we're doing something totally different tonight. It's gonna be a little bit like Bethesda Mod School, except I'm not gonna slow down to explain everything. Instead, the goal here is to make me faster at mod making. So I only have so much time every day to work on modding, but I want to do bigger stuff. I want to do more stuff. So the only way I can do that is I have two ways to do that. One is to get more people involved, and the other is to get faster. And it's getting more people involved, especially at the stage we're in, is actually pretty difficult because it takes a long time to get everybody up to speed. So instead, I'm going to focus on making myself more efficient. So there's a couple of things I want to do tonight. I'm sorry, I'm chewing ice cubes. I got an iced coffee, and the lid accidentally got sprayed by Lysol, so I had to throw it away. So ice is going to my mouth. So I want to speed myself up. So we're gonna try and make a quest mod, because one of the things with coding is you can only go so fast at it. So I don't want to do a whole bunch of coding today. Like, that's the type of modding I generally do. But there's always a lot of quest stuff to do, especially with sim settlements. And so I want to get faster at using the quest making tools. But what I also want to do is play around with ChatGPT. I've been using it a lot to help me code. It's kind of replaced Stack Overflow. See, so much so that I already forgot the name of it. Stack Overflow in my daily workflow. So I'm like, I want to try it. I don't know how well it's going to work for coding Papyrus, because I don't think it has a lot of data on that. But I bet it can write some really like dumb stories and screenplays for us, so that I don't have to bug any of our writing team to do that for me. So we're just going to use it as a placeholder. I'm hoping, though, that somewhere down the stream, after we get like the script in, that I can convince any of our voice talent that happens to be watching to really quickly record it for me, because I don't want to use the voice generation software. I do love 11 Labs. It's really impressive, but it's got it's a terrifying piece of software, and a lot of people are abusing it right now and cloning people's voices, which I vehemently disagree with. So like, I don't want to go to there. I would rather have people record it. I might record a voice myself. End of the day, though, our goal is to try and create a little story mod, and I'm going to start off with like a real simple premise and a like small goal, and make sure I can do that, because I want to just kind of like, this is the first time I'm doing this. Usually I go slow and steady when I'm doing quest mods, because they're complicated. But it's one of those things that if you have a plan, you can go pretty quickly, generally speaking. So I want to see how quickly I can go, and we'll start small, and then if that goes well, either we can expand on it, or I'll prepare for next time I do one of these, I'll aim a little bigger. But right now I have no idea what I'm going to be capable of. We got about 3 hours to do this, so we're going to see how much we can pull off. As we're going, periodically I might ask you guys for ideas, but I'm gonna heavily lean on ChatGPT whenever I get stumped for ideas, because we're gonna start out, we gotta like create what is our story gonna be. It's gonna be really rudimentary. We're not talking about doing like a Sims Elements quest here. We're talking about like a small quest. Like here's a little, so I dreamt up a little scenario as like an example of what we might aim for. Like, imagine this random encounter. A player is walking around, they're approached by an NPC who says they need help to get some access to some treasure they've been chasing for years that's in a dungeon. The player agrees. They go in, they clear the dungeon. They finally reach the end chest, and the NPC gets all excited. But before they can unlock it, raiders come in. And then the NPC gives up the player, says like, hey, I'm gonna, and I don't have the dialogue because that's what we're going to use ChatGPT. I'll give you the player and we'll split the loot. And then the NPC scurries off. The raiders attack the player kills them, and then the player can chase down the NPC and find out that they have the key on them. And then we're going to leave the idea here was to leave the ending of it open-ended of like, was that all a setup with that NPC, or did the NPC legitimately try and get this treasure, happen to have the key, and these raiders and he just gave up because he's a coward. That's the level of quest we're talking about tonight to start, because I don't want to jump in so deep there's no chance of finishing it. So I figure aim small. If we get it done like in an hour, then that's awesome, and then we can try something bigger. Otherwise, I got plenty of buffer to do something bigger than that. So before we get started, let me read a little bit of chat and catch up on here and see what your guys' thoughts on all this are, and then we'll kind of dive into it. And I'm not even going to use this idea. This was just, I wanted to have like an idea to think about like scope, and then that way it would make it easier for me to know what to ask ChatGPT. Let's see here. And as always, just like my normal streams, make sure you at King Gath to get my attention. I'm gonna be like hyper focused when I'm in speed mode, but right now when I'm in these breaks, I'll read all the messages with at King Gath, so I know that you guys want my attention. Oscar Fry, why was no stream notification on your YouTube channel? I didn't learn about the stream till a minute ago. I have no idea. That is up to YouTube to decide. Let's see here. Quest involving raiders. Maybe. I mean, like, that seems to be an easy one to go to. Let's see. Oscar Fry, why don't you like iced coffee with a hint of Lysol? It helps build immunity just the same way termite. Yeah, it's I just don't like the taste. I have no objection to having a little extra chemical in my beverage. But I don't want lemon Lysol in my coffee. This is a make nuke stream. Yeah, no, I'm gonna avoid doing coding beyond what I have to, because to do code mods like properly, I mean, it just takes a lot of hours. Like, for example, I've been this week, since the weekend, I've been working on adding in a new feature so that players can do the assault system from Conqueror without having to go through the menus, where it'd be a little more like they just kind of like mark a target and then hit a button and go. And like, I've probably got 15 hours into that, just that little simple idea. So like scripting mods can just be bottomless pits of time. So whereas like if I have a straight up plan, which we're going to develop right now, I can do a quest mod, I think, pretty quickly. And that, I want to do it everything. I want to do like implementation, quest objectives, quest stages, dialogue, in either I'll record it or I'll robo voice it or do something, and try and get it all playable. So, all right. So, with that out of the way, let's get at it. So I'm going to bring up, first of all, we're going to start a new document here so we can set up set up our plan. We got to have a plan. Otherwise we'll just be spinning our wheels. So Fallout 4 speed modding week 1. Jason Lokrens, thank you for the donation. Love the idea for this stream. Thanks for doing this. Yeah, hopefully somebody learns something from this, more beyond just me. All right, so we got a fresh new ChatGPT window. I am using ChatGPT Plus. I think this software is insane, so I splurged for the account as soon as they offered it so that I could get guaranteed access, because otherwise it's like a crapshoot if you can actually get in here and use it. So we're going to start out with, let's see, we're gonna ask it for a screenplay, because if I ask it for a script, which is what we often call dialogue scripts, then it's probably gonna write it as like a code, as like a programming language, which we don't want. So we'll write me a screenplay for a Fallout 4 short story, and let's see here. Or we'll call it a quest mod, short quest mod. Whenever the player speaks, they should have four choices with the following flavors. Let's see, we'll go positive, negative, sarcastic, and question. Whichever they choose, any character they are interacting with should respond accordingly. We'll see what it does with that. Let's see what it gives me at screenplay. Or actually, let's start with pitch me 10 ideas. Let me short ideas. We gotta get this in structure here. So pitch me 10 short ideas for a simple Fallout 4 quest. Let's see what it says. All right, here we go. ChatGPT. All right, the missing caravan. Player is tasked with finding missing caravan and recovering its valuable cargo. Lost artifact. The player is hired to retrieve a valuable artifact from a heavily guarded location. Trouble at the water plant. Player is asked to investigate a problem at the local water treatment plant and find a solution. The ghoul problem. Clear out a group of feral ghouls that have taken over a building. Mysterious stranger. The player is hired to find and investigate the mysterious stranger who's been seen around town. It's crazy how much like context it has on this. Super mutant menace. The player is asked to deal with a group of super mutants that are causing trouble in a nearby area. These all sound very much like quests that already exist in the game. Missing person. The player must track down a missing person and uncover the truth behind their disappearance. Bandit raid. The player is asked to defend a settlement from a bandit raid. Research facility. Players hired to infiltrate and investigate a dangerous research facility. The stolen prototype. The player is tasked with recovering a stolen experimental prototype from a group of thieves. Okay, so I'm gonna post a vote. I'm gonna pick 3 of these, and you guys tell me which one we're gonna go with. So this is going against. We'll call it speed modding once I'm actually like I'm in the CK and doing so. First, we gotta come up with our plan. So how do I do it? Let me see. How do I do polls again? Let's see, poll, start a poll, here we go. All right, so we're gonna do which quest? We're gonna choose between missing caravan. We're gonna choose from, let's see, I like the idea of doing a dialogue one, so we'll go mysterious stranger. I think I just totally butchered the spelling on that. And then I like the stolen prototype one. So we're going to choose between one of those. You guys tell me which of these quest ideas should we have a ChatGPT write for us. Were you on a wait list for the chat? No, I just logged on one night and it was like it came up as an option, so I just I clicked a button and grabbed it. See, mysterious stranger winning out so far. One and 2 are already quests in game, missing caravan. Yeah, I bet those are like exact names for quests too. But a lot of these, I feel like you could, like trouble at the water plant. Like that's the kind of quest they give you at Grey Garden. Some of these might literally be the names of quests, and we'll come up with a different name for it. Like again, we'll go to ChatGPT. But what I want to do is get a whole. I want to get this. I want to get a document like with exactly what we're planning, and then I'll just go, and we'll see how fast I can do it. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if you guys have any tips for me from your tinkering with ChatGPT. Like if I'm using it dumb. I've experimented with it a lot, but never for this. I mean, I used it briefly for this just to like, this is like the thing about the 4 options. I figured that out in a test earlier of like, how can I make it like talk for the player? Because what we're gonna have to do with when it writes a screenplay for the player, I'm not gonna go generate new player lines. I'm gonna find similar player lines to in the tool, but that's why I'm giving it those parameters of like positive, negative, because that's how Bethesda wrote their lines. So I should be able to pretty easily swap out whatever ChatGPT tells me to have the player say and just find a vanilla line. All right, looks like Mysterious Stranger is sweeping it, so that's what we're gonna go with. All right, so let's go to, all right, we're gonna go, I'm gonna start a new chat just because it's gonna remember stuff, and I wanna have this screenplay like easily clean, then we can jump back to the ideas. And we can come back and get a name for our quest from him afterwards. So for short quest mod called the Mysterious Stranger. And we'll go grab his, copy paste that in case it gets lost here. What was the concept it said? Players hired to find and investigate a mysterious stranger who's been seen around. Actually, let's do this. Let's grab a new notepad. And we'll copy paste that exactly. All right, and let's paste this in here. We'll see what it does. Fade in, exterior, Diamond City, day. The player walks into Diamond City, a bustling town in the Commonwealth. They are greeted by a concerned resident who approaches them. Hey, you look like you can handle yourself. Have you heard of the mysterious stranger? Oh, I like the concept it did. Oh, I really like the way it structured that. The 4 points there. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, this is great. I wonder if is it doing them in the order that I suggested? Let's see. Who are you? What are you doing here? Are you this one scaring everyone? Why should I trust you? All right, this is generating a lot of stuff. All right, we got to give it a minute here to catch up. All right, and then sometimes I found you have to give it the command continue, and then it'll finish what it was doing. There we go. So let that generate, and then we'll scroll back up. I might tell it to redo it and tag each of the player lines with the type they're supposed to be. Yeah, you guys are crazy who don't use a vertical taskbar. It's such a so vertical taskbar is clearly superior to the button. You have all this space on a widescreen monitor, and look, I can see the name of most of my tab, and I can get way more tabs. If I had them across the bottom here, I would only be able to get about 5 tabs before the text got cut off. And I have it locked right now, but like I can actually make it even bigger if I want and see the full text of my tabs. Vertical taskbar is where it's at, guys. All right, let's see. Okay, it's still going. We got to continue. And then all right, continue. Sometimes it starts to, when you ask it to write story stuff, it'll start skipping ahead, and then I'll have to like go in and tell it to like, hey, don't just skip. Like, tell me what they say, because I need the specifics, right? I'm gonna need to jot down all this dialogue. But like, what I think I'm gonna do is I'll read through it, and as long as it's reasonable, we'll use it. If it's terrible at any point, we'll fix it. But look at this. It's just going. It's just giving me like, it's going to give me like a feature length. I didn't specify short. It's going to give me like a big long thing. I'm really curious what it does here. Now, see, the problem with the taskbar is it was designed before widescreen monitors, and it just kind of kept the same design. If widescreen monitors had existed when the taskbar was invented, it would have always been vertical. Look at this. This is just going to town. We're getting a pretty significant quest mod here. It's probably terrible. Like, I can't even read it. It's going so fast. But yeah, this is why people are real nervous about ChatGPT, guys, and AI right now, because this stuff, like, you know, if I just stop and read a couple of the bits, like, they sound totally reasonable. Like, I'm sure as a whole this is going to sound wonky, and like it's not perfect, but I look at it as it's a great idea generation tool. It's a great way to like get past the blank canvas problem. You can quickly get some ideas, and then for coding, it's unbelievable. A lot of times, like I do a lot of coding in JavaScript and PHP for my day job, and so like periodically I can just be like, oh, I need a function that does this, and it'll write it for me, and it'll be 90% perfect right off the bat, which is insane. Wow, this is writing quite the epic thing here. I might have to go stop and go read up there and see what it's got for us. I didn't expect it to give us anything this long. I mean, this is like 8 pages. See, I think what I already am thinking in my head is we need to have the mysterious stranger that it's writing about, instead of just being like the mysterious stranger character that pops up in the thing, is like we have him wear a mask the whole time, and then at the end of it we'll have him pop it off, and then it's old Paul. It's writing us a novel. It won't do adult words. It also won't do violence of any sort. So like it makes it really tough to do if you wanted it to do like give you quests to have you do something. Like I wonder if they'll even use, so when it first ChatGPT first came out, it was a little more open, and I remember asking it to like generate dialogue, and then I would be like, do it in the style of Fallout 4, and it was pretty legit. But now it seems like they're trying to make it more PG, probably because it's become the mainstream. So it'll be really interesting when we get the equivalent of what was the image one that came out, and it just like opened up the floodgates. I can't remember. It was the first one where you could self-host and it was totally open source, and then people just started creating crazy models for it. I'm assuming the same thing will happen to these chat models, as you'll get some open source one where people will just spin up their own versions with their own controls on it. Oh, it ends with, oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Thank you. Someone just pointed out I needed to stop and read. So I was doing the continue because if, yeah, the mod ends. Okay, so I keep getting the same thing. Let's see, let me scroll back up. I know it's longer than this. Let's see, the mod ends with, okay, yep, I didn't keep reading. Thank you for reading that again. I just kept typing continue over and over again because I'm used to it. Whenever you generate long text with ChatGPT, you got to stop and say continue. But what it's doing is it's just repeating the same last section. So this is actually a tiny mod. Okay, so we're going to stop writing continue here, and we're going to grab this. And this is clearly like not enough. So we'll start a new chat in a second. But first I'm going to pop this over to our, oh, that's not the one. Where's it at? Right here. Paste this in and let's give this a read now. All right, so player character has their 4 lines. First line, know what's going on. Well, the mysterious stranger has been seen lurking around town. People say it appears out of nowhere and then disappears just as quickly. We're all a little freaked out by it. Need someone to investigate. Not interested. Sorry. Okay, suit yourself. If you change your mind, we'll be here. Okay, great. Another problem to deal with. Oh yeah, so it is doing it in the order. Yeah, here you could use your help. Strangers making everyone nervous. All right, the player can choose whether or not to accept the quest. If they do, they're given some information about where the mysterious stranger has been or where it's been seen. The player eventually finds the stranger, who's a well-dressed man with a fedora and a revolver, standing in the shadows watching the player. What can I do for you? It seems you need me now. All right, let's see here. Players eventually work together to solve the problem in Diamond City. Along the way, the player can choose to trust or distrust the stranger. Okay, so it basically gave us like an opening premise. And we could actually use all that line, I think, by those lines. So now we need to go back to ChatGPT here. All right, let's go back to this. And we'll be, all right, so then I got to give it more details. I kept saying continue. I thought it was going to type more because I was like, there's no way that's it. All right, continue the story telling me about the player and the mysterious stranger's first adventure. Okay, it's doing the same thing again. Let's see here. Pick up. Let's see, pick up from. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. The player and the mysterious stranger work together to infiltrate the radio camp and rescue the player's friend. All right, so we did get some more here. What? Okay, so there is a little bit different here. It just looked like all the same thing. All right, I need to go back up. This is what I get for just spam and continue. All right, so let's figure out where we lost track of it. Okay, so this was our first chunk. The continue. All right, concerned resident. So did you find the mysterious stranger? Yeah, he's not what I expected. Okay, so then there's some more from the concerned resident here. All right, give just a second. I'm getting spammed by text. Where is my phone at? Okay, well, I cannot find my phone anywhere. I can hear it buzzing like crazy. Okay, there we go. All right, let's okay, so Mr. Strange appears in the shadows, player's left hand. Okay, so let's see here. We'll copy this over. All right, so we're not going to do this. Essentially work together to solve the problem in Diamond City. All right, let's see, scrolling down here. Okay, so it's telling me a lot of the same story over and over again. All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna redo this prompt and actually not just keep typing continue. So let's delete this. I like the way it's formatting stuff, so I'm gonna use that same prompt, but we're gonna ask it for a little bit more. So let's go ahead and go to new chat, paste this in. All right. Should then join stranger a short adventure. All right, let's see what it gives us with that. Now, of course, this is going to generate it like a movie screenplay. Oh, wait, here we go. Now it's using our options. Okay, so it has improved our output a little bit. I like the format it was using before. I wonder how I can get that back. Okay, no. So these chat options aren't matching. I need to give it more details on how to do that. All right, so let's see. Let me tighten this together. Label each pair of lines as follow. Like this example. Player positive. Sure, I can help. 2 player negative. No, I'm not interested. 3 player sarcastic. Oh great, just what I need. You guys can clearly tell I am not the writer of Sim Settlements. Question. Who are you again? Let's see, 2 character positive response. Oh, thank God. Oops, that's a 1. All right, see what it does with that. Jumping down. Oh, is it using my exact lines now? Well, at least it punched up my lines. Okay, it's using it in the future ones, so. I like this format. I can easily take this and put it in the CK. Okay, now we need, let's have a turn-in conversation with, we'll use most of this. See, we need a turn-in conversation with Bill. Okay. All right, now add a quest turn-in conversation with Bill to wrap things up. Let's see what it says about that. I don't know if I needed that little bit. Maybe it was implied with the I don't know how much knowledge, you know, like I don't know. This whole thing is like a black box mystery of how it actually works. I bet the longest part of all this is going to be trying to translate the players' lines into lines from the actual vanilla game. All right, let's see. How about it receives a reward from Bill and they part ways? Okay, we'll figure out what the reward is later. Okay, I think we got something real simple we can work with here. We got a couple of short conversations. We've got a basic objective for us. So let's grab all this, and then we will start laying this down. The fade in stuff we're not going to need, obviously. Let's see here. All right, so then we get rid of the fade out there. Okay, so we've got our real basic script here. We've got our characters, so let's lay out some things here. So we're gonna do, so we got characters we need to create. We need Bill, and there is a mysterious stranger already. I don't want to break him, so I might make a clone of him. So we'll go mysterious stranger clone. Let's see, we're gonna set it in, we'll set it in Diamond City. Let's see, we need a locations. We'll do Diamond City, and we'll say, let's see, what is this? And then we'll meet Mysterious Stranger somewhere. Okay, we'll do Mysterious Stranger in Good Neighbor. Very predictable. We're not trying to get fancy here with the writing. And then we'll do a random raider dungeon. We'll just go clear it. And we'll figure out what the reward is later. Okay, so this seems pretty straightforward. I think we're ready to go. The only ones the PC in Fallout 4 might be able to do that. So I thought about that. What I think I need to do is I need to feed it data. Like that's what I expect will happen in the future, either with this or some other clone of ChatGPT. You'll be able to like feed it a set, like a new training set where it'll be like, here, take your general model that works good, and then also add this to it so that we can work from it like that. That's what I assume. All right, let's catch up with chat, and then we're going to go into it. Has ChatGPT found any bugs resisting SS2 code yet? It doesn't do very good at Papyrus. It kind of mixes a bunch of different languages. It's really good at more popular programming languages. It's not very good at Papyrus. You can tell it something akin to rewrite that, except change the dialogue for the player in this way, and it'll pretty much copy paste it with the edits. Interesting. Do you have premium with this program? I do have premium, yeah. It does the same thing if you don't have premium. The only reason I have premium is it's a little bit faster, and you don't ever get locked out. So like right now it's set on there's a maximum users, and if you don't pay, you have to be in that queue. And especially because I wanted to do something like this, I need to make sure that wasn't going to happen to me. Does it randomize responses or are they comparated answers? So they're not really, I guess they're a little bit randomized. Like you could type in the exact same prompt twice and you'll never get the same answer unless it's within the same conversation. So like one of the things that makes ChatGPT kind of interesting is it remembers your conversation. And so it can pull stuff. But outside of this, if I do new chat, and I type the exact same prompt, it'll give me completely different information. Tell it to use only the lines of the PC and Fallout 4. Yeah, okay, that's what we're talking about. All right. Let's get after it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start ourselves a new plugin. I've already got the CK loaded with Fallout. Okay, so let's time me. I wish I had a little timer on screen. I should have set that up in advance. Maybe next time. All right, so it's 9:30. Let's see how quickly we can do this. All right, so we need to create some actors. So we're going to create Bill. We're going to go ahead and grab some default NPCs to clone because I don't want to sit there wasting time with making faces. So Farmer O2, you have been turned into Bill. So we're going to go with, let's see, we'll call this SM for speed modding. I guess we'll do KG because that's what I'm used to. And we'll call this Bill. And we need to undo some of his templates here so I can customize his name. All right, come on. Some of the speed in this speed modding is going to be ruined by the fact that the CK is extra slow. We don't actually care. I'm going to try to only care about stuff that's relevant to the quest. Like I'm not going to worry about his outfit or his, I'm going to have to create him a voice type, but so let's see, I'm going to have to get used to my new thing here. All right, let's put this over here, create a new object window. I'm talking through this stuff just because I figured it might be useful to some of you guys, but I'm not going to go slow today. We'll do that during we get back to Bethesda Mod School. So if you guys see me do something crazy, either at the end of the stream or next time I do Bethesda Mod School, I can explain it to you guys. All right, so we're going to go VT Bill. He's male. All right, so let's give him that voice type. So right now all I'm doing is trying to get like all the elements I need to get so I can get all this stuff set up. So we've got Bill here. We need to change his voice type to KGSM Bill. So now he can speak any lines that I give him. We need to do the mysterious stranger now. So we're gonna just clone him. And I actually found a way today, actually, when I was working on something else, about how you can clone vanilla NPCs and still take on mods that alter them. So if you do so we're going to see his ghost invulnerable, we'll turn off this because we will let him get damaged in our little quest here. We'll go to templates. If you set the template to point their traits at the vanilla NPC, then if any mods are I gotta save them first. If any mods are altering the character, then it'll pick up the changes to them. So that way, if he's using like, or if the player has like a mod that alters the face or the outfit of the mysterious stranger, he'll pick it up as well. So we will sync up the inventory. Actually, let's do it with the whole, as much as possible to start, and then I can change it again. Stranger actor. So if you do it on the default template, then you can just come down here and start checking these in. So we will do, let's see, we'll do inventory as well. And that should be enough to catch most of the stuff that mods might want to do. Let's do, look at our AI packages. We're going to get rid of these packages, and let's see, mysterious stranger fight. We'll leave that. Combat style, I might have to change it. Aggressive is good. Foolhardy is good. Helps allies is great. Turn off ghost and invulnerable. And okay, it really wants to give him ghost and invulnerable. Let's try saving this and then load. Oh, was that just the mysterious stranger that I just edited by mistake? Well, let's go find out. Nope. Okay, saved all that. Okay, so now our voice isn't gonna end up in its own folder, but that's okay. I'm betting that they don't even have any lines for this. Let's save our plugin here. So we'll go speed modding, mysterious stranger, KG speed modding, mysterious stranger. There we go. Okay, let's head to Diamond City. It's in its own world space. And we'll drop off Mr. Bill here. We'll put him in the outfield. Actually, I got to think about how we're going to have all these, I don't know if he's going to run up or, but I'm going to walk up and talk to him. We'll figure that out in a minute. First up, let's just we want to get a real basic prototype working as quickly as possible. So let's hide all this stuff. Actually, I can just hit M and hide all the markers. All right, I'm trying to remember where the Ron is. I want to put him roughly in that area. Excuse me. Let's see, that would be back over here. All right, let's click on something. Come on, give me something. There we go. There we go. All right, so our Bill's going to be just hanging out here farming, I guess. So Bill, let's see, KGSM, let's drop in Bill here. And let's go ahead and give Bill a persist location so that he doesn't change his clothes. Let's see, Diamond City. Where's our options here? Diamond City location. There we go. We'll leave him enabled. Let's make sure he's got a basic sandbox package so he'll do something. AI packages. Default. Okay, already does. Sandbox exterior. That is coming from our ENC workshop. Perfect. Okay. Come on. Okay. Come on, Bill. We're all done with you. All right, there is Bill. And now we're going to go ahead and set up our quest because I want to be able to alias him. So like aliasing your characters makes it a lot easier. Now there's two ways you can alias things. You can do it directly by reference or you can do it by their actual unique character. But I'm going to do it by reference just because my character can have problems if the persistence isn't working for some reason. Mysterious stranger. We'll name the quest that for now. We can change it later. And turn this off. We'll do 42. That's just because that's what I do for a lot of stuff. Hit OK. Save again. Let's go get an alias. And aliases are what are going to let our NPCs actually speak the dialogue we set up. All right, Bill. Specific reference. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and, no, we don't want that. I'm going to hit allow disabled in case I decide to disable him to start. What else do we want here? I think that should be good to start. I guess we'll flag him as essential for now. Okay, there's Bill. Done. Let's head over to Good Neighbor. We'll set up. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead. Let's set this up. Let's start up our first scene. We'll just get this working. All right, so scene, new, 01, meet Bill. Okay, so we need to add some actors to our scene. We need Bill and the player. Actually, we just need Bill. The player is kind of implied if we do this as a player dialogue scene. Okay, so let's go back to our little thing here. Let's see. All right, we're going to start out. So one of the things that I like to do with quests is break up the greeting into as small a line as possible for the first sentence. So we're going to go, hey there, stranger. Cancel, get that out of here. All right, we're going to do friendly. And then, can I do robo voice from here? I think I can. Whoops, forgot to hit. All right, we got to do this. Get is voice type. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, let's try that again. I can't remember if I can generate voice type or robo voice in here or not, or if I need to go into the, let's see.
Hey there, stranger.
Hey, there we go. We got some nasty robo voice. Okay. All right, let's hit this. Let's save it. And then we're going to go to, I think it's a player response here. Okay, then we need to do his first line after that. So we'll do another new action dialogue. We'll do face target, head track player. Question, okay. All right, and then we're gonna keep target and action end. All right, now I don't know if I need to keep doing this like bopping in and out or not. I am gonna, oops, I forgot to paste or save the condition. Okay. All right, we're gonna do a couple things here. Quest stage, we're gonna go you, run on start. So what I'm gonna do, actually I think it's one. So I have one thing I am gonna cheat a little bit here is I'm gonna use a template I have, which makes the quests automatically get a hook in them so that I can run fixes, because if we release this, I want to be able to patch it if it's broken. All right, so this is just going to be startup. That runs on start. This is just a little pattern I do to make sure the quest is completely up and running. And then quest running. And then we'll do stage 20. I'm just skipping a little bit. And let's see. Player spoke to Bill and accepted quest. All right, so we'll go back to here and we're going to set this up with a turn off condition. Get stage done. Stage 20 equals 0. Basically, we want to make sure that he doesn't keep offering the player this over and over again. All right, now let's add a player dialogue thing here. Player dialogue. And start copy pasting our lines here. So we got player, sure, I can help. And I think that'll be the first one. And I'll have to change these over to player lines, but this will do for now. In fact, to remind ourselves we got to change them, I won't set the prompts until that. So they'll just say like positive, negative, etc. Friendly. All right, and now we get to do all these. Let's see, let's go to negative. No, I'm not interested. This format's nice with the tab in and stuff. I'll actually be able to use this. We'll do irritated. Seems reasonable. Neutral response. Oh, I put it as sarcastic. That's fine. That's what Bethesda basically does all the time. I like that it just, for some of these lines, it just decided that what I wrote was good enough. Let's see. Isn't sarcastic a face type? Yes. All right. Nope, not sad. We want sarcastic. All right. And our question response. Come on. So when I don't put in prompts, when we go in the game, it'll say that like positive, negative, neutral question, I think are the type. I did sarcastic, but it was supposed to be neutral. Let's see. Who are you again? Nope, not relieved. We want question. Okay, and then let's go ahead and type in Bill's responses. Come on, I need to turn off spell check. All right, and then we'll paste in our voice type to make sure that the dialogue lines are correct. And then we're going to have to circle back through here. Actually, I have a quick way to generate all the robo voice. We're actually going to do that. I almost forgot about it. Looking for disappointed. What is an equivalent to that? Let's see, nervous. Not Piper, not neutral. There we go. And that's our sarcastic response. I'm already hearing these voices in like generic NPC. Like, will you help me or not? It just feels like something one of the Boston Commonwealth guys would say. All right, paste this. And then which one's the question we got left? All right, and then we're going to run into an issue here with there's going to be a lot of dialogue here, so we're over the limit. And that generally you can just ignore that for a lot of things. I think the issue was for subtitles is why they did that, why they broke it up. So I'll just go ahead and do it in a pair of lines. The other benefit for breaking it up into multiple lines here is you can actually do multiple face animations. So I can do 2 lines here. We'll split it in half. Then we get under the response text limit. And then we can do this. So pleading, sure. And we can choose different facial animations for each of them. Okay. So now we've got that. Okay. And then for this one, we want to set stage 20 because the player agreed. Okay, and now I see immediately we need a reapproach line. So let's go back to ChatGPT. Where did I put that? Here it is. Mysterious stranger. Here we go. All right. Can you give me a reapproach greeting from Bill if the player previously declined their request to help? For the start of the story, all right, here we go. Updated version of the beginning of the story. Let's see what it gives us. Totally changing it. Okay. I don't think it understands what a reapproach is. A lot of the repeated stuff. Sorry, my name's Bill, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what it says at the... After a person declined the request and you changed their mind. Oh, you're back. You changed your mind about helping us? Hey, there we go. Oh, man, it's even giving us the options. So what we're going to do a little bit different here. All right, we're going to stop generating. We got what we need. Oh, you're back. That's all I really wanted, ChatGPT, but thank you for trying extra hard. All right, here we go. Let's paste this in. Response text. We'll do surprised. I think there's a surprised. Yep, surprised. Paste this in, and we want this to start the same scene. but we'll jump it over here. So in order to jump scenes, we need to give these phases a name. So we'll be confirm quest start. All right, and we're gonna go with this is gonna do, let's see, we need to do another stage here. We'll do 15, player declined. And we'll do one more, which is 10, Bill offered quest. All right, and now we'll go back here. Let's see here. Now we have it set to 10. We're going to change this to, let's see, we're going to change this to 10 is 0. And then we'll make it so that, and we need to change this line too a little bit. It doesn't make a lot of sense like that. Let's look back. I think they gave us a better one right here. Let's see. Have you seen mysterious trains around here? Nope, I guess not. All right, we're gonna leave it. We'll change it later if we need to. All right, so we'll call this a set stage 10. So this way, if the player doesn't say sure I can help and they answer negative, so if they answer this, whatever they answer, if they don't respond accordingly, if the player leaves and comes back, they will get that second line. Player declined, and this will, they're all gonna end the running scene. Those two are gonna end the running scene. These two we want to just kind of loop back on themselves. So we'll do this, confirm quest start. We just want them to just be kind of one of those typical Bethesda quest dialogue loops where they go back and ask you to change your mind. And this one is going to skip past this have you seen question because the assumption is they already heard it. So now this will jump to here. This one will start with this. Once stage 10 gets set, yeah, okay, we're good. So this feels good. So now we're going to need our, let's see, we need our script now because we need to start doing some objectives and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and go back in here. And we are going to, actually, let's go ahead and robo voice this because we'll pop in game and check this. And actually, I'll do start game enabled for now. And let's see, out of date dialogue, I think it is. And this should generate lines for the player as well since we're just using placeholders. So we'll grab all these and hit robo voice. There we go. So now we've got some basic lines here. Let's do a script. New script. And we're going to put it in a folder. All right, we'll call it KG speed modding quests. And we'll do this mysterious stranger quest. I guess I don't need, it's implied request. All right, let's do okay. If I can click. All right, okay, exit here, open an external editor. And now we're going to grab this stuff and we're going to pluck out the sim settlements related things. And like I said, this is just a template I have to make it quickly so that I can get access to it again. I got to get rid of all of these. I'll actually use Workshop Framework because it probably has a lot of useful stuff I can randomly take advantage of. Let's get rid of this, put it up here, and let's go double check. Make sure we don't have anything else referencing specific plugins. Nope, we should be good there. Okay, so now let's go back into the CK. We'll make sure this compiles. Cool, there we go. All right, now we're gonna close that. We're gonna go set ourselves up a global to act as our version control. KGSM version, start at 1, constant, and we'll plug that in here. And player ref, we can autofill. Oops, KGSM. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're gonna need some objectives. Now the objective screen is notoriously crashy for some reason. So we're gonna go objectives. we'll do 10. Find the mysterious stranger for Bill. Okay, and we're gonna do, no, we don't need that yet. We're gonna need it eventually, so we'll do 30. All right, so a lot of people will do quest fragments here. I hate quest fragments. I find them very irritating to like trying to remember which stage everything was on. So that's why I have this template. I basically put everything in this handle stage changes. It's I think the fragments are probably a little more efficient, but when you're dealing with quest stuff like with dialogue, it's almost unnoticeable which way you're going. So we're doing stage 20. We're gonna go set objective displayed 10. Okay, so now let's pop in game, make sure that this all works. There we go. All right, so it's starting. So in theory, we should be able to COC right into Diamond City here. Let's see, where's the nearest cell that we've got? Diamond City wall. Okay, we'll go to Diamond City wall. We should be good to go. All right, we need to load up this new plugin into our load order here. And then let's pop in and see. Whoops, let's not load a DLL file. No, thank you. Yes, you can have permission. There we go. In we go. Okay, so I had a save set up and I forgot to make it my top level save. I'll do that in a second here. Oh, I'm actually not going to be able to. Let's see here. I want to do something because it's going to make testing faster. We're going to disable the mod for a second. I want to have like a clean save that hasn't seen the mod yet, because inevitably we're going to make mistakes. We're going to introduce bugs, and I want to be able to quickly load a save. So we're going to just create, we're not going to create a fresh save. I have a clean save, but I want it to be at the top of my thing without having to mess with my saves directory, because I have a lot of stuff I've been testing for patching and chapter 3. So we'll load this up. Yeah, that's fine. We don't have our Creation Club stuff installed. Okay, we'll go save speed test. Exit back in here, turn that back on, go back in. There we go. All right, so now we can go, what was that, Diamond Wall? I think we said, or it's probably Diamond City Wall. All right, here we go. COC Diamond City Wall. Come on, game. You're killing my speed run here. All right, let's find our boy. Should be right over here. Bill, where are you? Oh, did you see that? Oh, I thought it said Mysterious Stranger, but it said Diamond City Security.
Hey there, stranger. Have you seen a mysterious figure in a long coat?
Don't mind the lack of
here?
lip sync. We have to generate that data separately.
Who are you again? Oh, sorry. My name's Bill. I'm with the local militia. We've been having some trouble with...
Okay, that lets me skip. So then neutral should let me
just what
loop
I
back
need.
as well.
Hey, you don't...
We'll do negative.
No, I'm not interested. Come back and see me if you change your mind.
Okay, so now he should do a reapproach line.
Hi.
Oh, you're back. You changed your mind about helping us?
And then we
Sure,
accept it.
I can help. Oh, thank God. We've been trying to find this person for days. I can pay you for your trouble.
There we go. Okay, find the Mysterious Stranger for Bill. All right, let's go set up the Mysterious Stranger. Pop back in. Let's go to Good Neighbor. And we'll just pop him in one of the alleys for now. Good again, speeding. We're just so one of the things I like about doing quests like this anyway, it's like if you just focus on like rapid prototyping, is a lot of times when you're actually setting up and iterating, you'll find that some of your original ideas, there's better ones like that you'll just stumble upon while you're testing. You'll get more ideas, and so like not painting yourself into a corner or wasting too much time on like very specific stuff, like worrying too much about the little tiny details. I find it better to just start kind of broad strokes, get things working basically, and then just keep iterating over and over again. So let's go back here to our actor. We'll drop in our mysterious stranger actor. Make sure he's on the nav mesh. Let's persist his location. Good neighbor location. There we go. And then we're actually going to make him initially disabled, because that way if the player doesn't have our quest, they're not going to stumble upon him. All right. I'd be really interested to see if Mysterious Stranger has any vanilla voices when we go up to talk to him. Mysterious Stranger, specific reference. We need to allow disabled. Grab him. Okay, no, okay. All right, and then we need to make sure our Mysterious Stranger is just going to stand there. So let's check his AI package real quick. We'll make sure he's just got a default sandbox package. All right, add default, oops, sandbox, exterior editor location, perfect. All right, okay, that should do. All right, so then we're gonna need to enable him when the thing starts. So let's do that before I forget. Let's go back to our quest here, and we'll do mysterious stranger dot get. Actually, we can just do this. Try to enable, and now we need to set this up as a variable. Okay, actually, not going to let me name him Mysterious Stranger because that's the name of our quest. So we'll do Mysterious Stranger alias. And then we'll go, actually, you know what? I normally put my all my properties at the top, but for speed, we're going to put them right down here next to where we're at. Alias, property, auto const mandatory. And we can always clean that up later. We got try to enable, cool. And then I'm going to bring up the script compiler. It's just, hey, I like it better than trying to do it from the source window. Okay. Come on. Come on. You're killing me, CK. You're killing me. All right. So this Papyrus script manager, I absolutely love. Speed modding. Because you can search up all of your scripts and you can actually bulk compile. You can actually grab them all and recompile them, which is helpful a lot. All right. Let's pop back in here and set up our alias. We should be able to autofill it. Let's see. No, it's not going to let us. Okay. I must have changed the name a little bit. All right, usually it'll if the name is the same with alias, it'll still work, but whatever. All right, let's go to the scene. So we're gonna go to Mysterious Stranger. We'll go O2. I like to put this O2, O1, etc. prefix just to make sure that they all show up in order in this window because they're alphabetical generally. So I like to know what order everything's happening in. And then this is gonna be player dialogue. All right, let's go back to our script here. Look around, follow some leads. Okay, we didn't do the leads. We can inject those back in. We can add some leads to make this a little more interesting. But for now, again, just prototyping. All right, and we're going to divide this into two again. The reason I do this is with the greetings is a lot of times the come on, oh, cancel. There we go. A lot of times the characters will keep walking when they're greeting you. So I want that to not happen. All right, go in here. Let's see if we still got our voice type paste. Yeah, and I need to look up what the Mysterious Stranger's voice type is. Character voice type. It's NPC M Mysterious Stranger. All right. There we go. Equals 1. And we'll copy this because we're going to need it a bunch. All right, so then we'll do another new dialogue. Head track player, keep action on target end. This keep target on action end just basically means that after they talk to the player, they'll keep looking at them the whole time. Otherwise, you know, I'm sure you've seen it sometimes, even in some of our quests, we've probably forgotten, where they will kind of like look away from whoever they're looking at. They'll just kind of look blankly straight ahead unless you remember to check that in. It's really, some of the stuff they did that they didn't make default is very odd. Question. Okay. Okay. And then we get another one of our player things. Nope. All right, we want this one. Okay, we need your help. Nope, I want question. There we go. All right, and this time I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to go back and forth. I think that'll make it easier. Of course I'll come with. Let's go. No question asked. It's the mysterious stranger. He knows what's up. Come on, backspace. All right, escape out of that. Confident. Paste in this. And then back to player, negative response. It's going to be really interesting to see what I can find for player lines that make this work. Why should we work with you? We're suspicious. We ask for his help. He agrees, and we're just suspicious of him immediately. Seems reasonable. Suit yourself. I feel like he'd be amused after that. In the same way I am amused. Okay, and we'll go back to our sarcastic. Definitely not gonna, this definitely isn't gonna be a line. I think there probably is a babysitter related line though. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll just make it sarcastic, sure. Okay, and then lastly, our question line. Why are you helping us? This script is not good. we're gonna need to inject a little bit here. But again, we're just starting with this, just because I'm really more worried about. I'm more interested in the exercise of it. After we get this working fully, then we can go back and make it not awful. Who are you? Why are you helping us? I'm suspicious again. Let's see. We'll do mayor. He's been trying to be convincing. All right. So now let's look at how this is going to loop. Okay. So of course I'll go with you. So we're going to need some stages again. We'll kind of set up the same pattern we did in the other one. So we'll do 30 is, actually we're going to skip ahead because I said we might do the investigation. So we'll skip ahead to 100 and we'll say, player asked mysterious stranger, or let's see, player meets stranger 110. Player asked for help. Actually, let me see that. I feel like this follows a little bit different of a pattern. What can I do for you? We need your help with this. Of course, I'll go with you. All right. Player asked for help. Actually, no, this is just going to be. Yeah, that's fine. Player asked for help. And then we'll do 120. Mysterious stranger joins player. We'll go 115. Player declines. Okay, let's go back into our scenes here. All right, and we need an alternate greeting line for this as well. What can I do for you? So this will be, we'll set this to the player met him. Player meets stranger. This one will be the player, let's see, mysterious stranger joins player. We don't really need this 110, but sometimes I'll do this when I'm just trying to flesh things out. I might overdo it on stages. And this one we'll do, let's see, decline stranger. And these ones need to loop back. So we need to name our phase. So player choice 1, we'll call that, just nice and simple. Hit apply so that those show up in my menu. Loop it back. Okay, now let's go ask ChatGPT for another line. So we'll go, let's see, go down to the bottom here. Give me a line for mysterious stranger to say after the player initially declines him and then returns for help again. Let's see what he says. All right, yeah, we don't need the player responses. Perfect. There we go. All right. And then we're going to add the stage check on this. Get stage done. Is player meets the stranger. That's the one we want, right? H equals 0. So the first time we'll get this line. And we're going to go into our greetings. We'll copy this guy. Change the line. Cancel. And we'll do amused. And this one is we just get rid of the condition because it's second in line. The reason we can do this is because dialogue is evaluated from the top down. So as soon as this one fails, it'll just fall back to this one without a condition. Okay, so now we've got state quest 120. We're going to make him a companion. And we're going to set an objective to head to the raiders. So obviously we've got some holes in our plot here. Like, how the hell does the player know about the raiders and everything? But not the point. Okay, so a couple things we need to do here. First, we want the stranger to act like the player, so we want them to like follow their lead. So there's some built-in keywords to help with that to make it a lot easier. And there's also an AI package for it. So let's see. So I think it's follower. Let's see. What is that package called? Maybe it's follow player. Follow player package. There we go. And we're going to double check this guy and see if there's anything weird on its conditions. Nope, well, there's not. Let's see here. And then we're going to do add follower. Or is it teammate? Yeah, here we go. Teammate, ready weapon. I think that's the one I want. There's a teammate that will put their out when the player does. Cool, that's what we want there. And then we'll do the don't use ammo. Sure, I think that's all we need. But then there's another thing we'll do. We'll set them as our teammate, which that's a script we can do, and that'll make it more perfect. So we're gonna go, all right, so else if AUI, and actually I'm gonna do one other thing I like to do here is put a little note in here about what this stage is. Quest accepted. Stage ID equals 120. Let's see, is that the right one? 120, yep. Mysterious stranger joins player. All right, so we go mysterious stranger alias dot get actor ref dot set player teammate true, and we'll do set objective completed 10, set objective displayed 20. All right, let's compile that, see if I messed up some of the stuff on it. All right, so now we need an objective 20. So we always save before we open the objective screen. All right, 20. All right, let's see, we'll do kill. All right, clear out, let's see, alias equals dungeon location of raiders. All right, and we'll put a marker on there in a second. All right, there's an objective. Hit OK. All right, now we're going to set up a random location grab. Now, I don't have the exact format of this memorized, so I'm actually going to look at an existing one. So we're going to go BOS Radiant, I think is what it's called. There's a good sample here to follow. They got a nice little pattern for this. No, let's see. Let's try. Is it Radiant? Yeah, that's just the word Radiant. All right. Nope, that's not what I want either. All right, BOS. There's definitely a BOS quest that I can clone some of this concept from. To speed us up. Let's see here. All right, let's see if I can remember the name of the quest. Okay, I cannot remember what it is, so we're going to go find it a different way. We'll go to items. Let's see here. Items. Misc item. Here we go. It's all, I think it's all these things. Use info. All right, that is there. Use info. Nope, that's not what we want. Let's try this one. Nope, let's try capacitor. Oh, there it is. BOS RO2. I knew we would find it eventually. RO2, character quest. RO2, quarter mastery. Yep, this will work. All right, so this should have a basic setup. Yep, to find dungeons. Okay, so what we want is to find a dungeon. We want to steal these conditions effectively. So we're going to do a new location alias. And let's see here. So what are we looking for here? So that we want one with so it's looking for a location allows reset. Location is a dungeon, not a settlement, is clearable, has a boss container, get location cleared equals 1. So this is it's grabbing what this does is it has this cool little setup where it basically will grab things in reverse order and then they'll overwrite each other so that you can end up with a dungeon that matches the player well. So let's start with the bottom one. All right, let's cancel this. So we actually want this one to start. Okay, let's copy this idea here. Unfortunately, you can't just like copy paste whole aliases. That would be insanely good. But we can grab all this and quickly store this information. So we want that location and specific location is fine. We don't want this to be optional. Okay. And then we'll go up to a player level one. And basically we'll use all of this almost exactly as is. We'll just change we'll add one more check to make sure that it's a raider dungeon. So we'll do duplicate and then we'll add a check for a raider dungeon. Let's see, location, I think it's ENC. Yep, here we go, equals 1. So we'll just need to add that a lot. All right, so we're gonna go copy all this stuff over. And basically like I said, what we're doing is we're setting up the best chance possible for the dungeon to be matching the player's level as opposed to just being a random raider dungeon. And then we need to set this to force itself into the dungeon. Yep, force into dungeon alias. There we go. And then we're going to clone this guy. Come on. There we go. Oh, no, I renamed the wrong one. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll fix it later. Fix it in post. Nope, it's not going to let me. Okay, fine. We can fix the right one then. All right, so we have to do, this is one of those ones where the CK is just going to be awful on me here. And actually, we're just going to go up to dungeon level 10 for now, since we're just trying to prototype. And we'll do the cleared one as well, because that's our fallback. All right, let's copy all these conditions. We're going to delete everything from here except for raiders. Paste all these in. Force it into dungeon. There we go. And then we need one more that's a cleared dungeon in case for some reason in our save all the dungeons are gone. Now, that shouldn't be the case, but just in case. All right, so let's clone this guy. Move it up. And the order of these is actually super important. Let's see, stores text. And this time we're allowing cleared. And then we'll grab all of these and delete them except for the raiders. There we go. Copy all these, paste all these. Okay. All right, and now we can skip a lot of these dungeon ones for now, but we do need this map marker so we can give the player an objective marker. And if we want, we could unhide the map marker if we wanted. All right, let's do new reference alias. The alias screen, I think, is probably the slowest part of all this, of setting up quest stuff. For whatever reason, Bethesda has all these drop-down menus everywhere populated immediately instead of waiting until you need them. So it makes us go real slow. All right, we don't need anything checked in. We need this dungeon. We want map marker ref type. All right, and is there anything else checked in? Nope. Okay, so there we go. Good there. And then we don't need the boss container. We do need to know when the boss dies, but we can just monitor for the location to be cleared. So I think this is all we need. So let's do this. Let's save before we go back to the objective screen. I think we got enough here. KG, SM, Mysterious Stranger. And then we're going to add I think we can put it right. No, we can't put scripts on here. Okay, cool. So we'll do it in our script. So we need to know about our dungeon. We need the map marker we'll put on as our objective marker. And let's see, we'll do dungeon map marker is our objective. And then we need to update this. I just called that alias dungeon, not dungeon location. And now it should have that name of the dungeon because we're storing the text. We've got the dungeon map marker. Okay, let's head into here. All right, so we need a alias to the location. So we need a location alias, property, dungeon alias, auto const mandatory. And then we're gonna do one thing here. We're gonna go register for remote event. We want it to be on dungeon alias dot get location. What do we want? We want on cleared. I think that's a location cleared. Let me check the events. I actually don't remember. Let's see here. Nope, we don't need you. We need this. All right, we need to look up location and find a list of all its events. So creation kit wiki is amazing. Very easy to get papyrus stuff. So here's our events. We need on location cleared. Here we go. Okay, on location cleared. There we go. And then we'll set up a little handler for that event. Location dot on location cleared. Location AK sender and event if AK sender equals dungeon alias dot get location. And then we'll do set stage. What are we gonna need? We'll do 150. Sure. And we'll need to set up that new stage. And then we know that once we get there, we're gonna go else if AY stage. Okay, we're gonna do equals 150. We'll do talk to, let's see, dungeon cleared. We're gonna need the player to talk to the mysterious stranger here. So we'll do set objective completed 20, and then we'll need a new one to talk to the stranger. Set objective displayed 30. And we'll set that up in a moment. So let's see, mysterious stranger. Let's go try compiling all of this. Make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Okay, here we go. So we should be able to grab our dungeon alias. There we go. All right, so now we need a quest stage. What did we say, 130? 150. I skipped ahead a little bit in case I need it. 150. Dungeon cleared. And then we're gonna need a new objective to talk to the mysterious stranger. Come on. There we go. There we go. Got objective 30. Okay, now normally I would just go test this, but it's actually going to take a while to go like tromp over to a dungeon and everything. So let's get the rest of it all set up and hopefully we can get just a clean playthrough of the whole thing. So let's see here. We'll go back to scenes. We need a 03 stranger post dungeon. And then let's see what ChatGPT says. All right, so we need the player to intro this. All right, we need a different scene for this. All right, back to ChatGPT. All right, after the player clears the dungeon, can you rewrite the dialogue mysterious stranger so that he says the first line and then the player has 4 choices like the rest of the screenplay. Let's see what he says. I just read the player's sarcasm line. Pretty much the best. I almost choked on my coffee. Okay. And we're going to change this last line. Let's see. Change the stranger's last line to imply he won't be coming with. Also, drop the mention of the artifact. Artifact. The player is helping protect local people, not pursue an artifact. Or was there an artifact in there and I'm just not remembering this correctly? I feel like the artifact was another quest entirely that it had mentioned, or another quest idea. Okay, there we go. Well done. Okay, and actually we're going to do just well done again for the same reason. Quick greeting to make sure he doesn't wander off. So new actor, mysterious stranger, add phase, player dialogue, greeting. Well done. Impressed. And then we need a get his voice type. Oh, come on. Come on, is voice type. There it is. All right, and with this, I think it was NPCM. NPCM, mysterious stranger. There it is. Okay, we're almost up to an hour. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Well done. And this needs to be get stage done is 150. I don't know if I actually set up 150 as a stage. Yeah, I did. Dungeon cleared. Okay. Equals 1. And real quick before I want to go make sure, we always want to have a turn off stage on these. So we need to do new get stage done because we don't want him to say it again after the player already accepted it. Mysterious player joins player equals 0. So that'll turn off that line. And then let's make sure Bill's is also turned off. I think I already did that, but just to double check. Nope, I forgot to do it on here too. All right, get stage done. Player to Bill accepted quest. There we go. Equals 0. So what that does is make sure that they won't just keep repeating this and setting the objectives over and over again. And we'll need a similar thing for here. So we need a quest stage 160. Mysterious stranger leaves. Okay. Scenes. All right, and then we need another dialogue because we cut that line in half. Oh, actually, I need to paste this stuff over here because we're not going to save this session forever. All right, grab this. All right, so we're going to replace this right here. There we go. All right, so then we go to, you certainly know how to handle yourself in a fight. Got our voice type, good. All right, and then we need a player interaction. And what's our first player line here? Couldn't have done it without you. Okay. Okay, and then we need this guy. I like that he calls us kid. That feels appropriate for a mysterious badass popping out of nowhere. Okay, and actually we have a little bit of a problem here. Oh, I guess he can answer this no matter what. Okay, I have a good idea for how we can do that. Okay, cool. Let's see. So we need the negative response. Don't get too pressed. That's gonna be a doozy of a line to replace with a vanilla line. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's see, neutral. Oh yeah, it's our sarcastic response, that's right. Yeah, I'm pretty much the best. And we'll do amused for that one, paste this in. Okay, going back down here, so what's next? Okay, so here is where I'll show you guys how to handle this if you want a line to just be the response to a whole bunch of things. So what's next? Question. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete the response on the NPC side, and it'll just leave it blank. And now all of these are going to go over to this next phase here, where we can enter in our last line here. And that I might have to break up into two. Okay, paste all this in. Yeah, we'll break this up. And we'll do one more for this last bit. There we go, paste these in. Okay, and then we need to set this to set the final stage. Set stage, mysterious stranger leaves. Okay, so when the mysterious stranger leaves, we're gonna need him to go somewhere. So we need to give him an AI package and somewhere to go. We want him to just kind of disappear off into the sunset. So for that, I'm gonna do something real simple. We're gonna do, or I'm gonna leave this open so I don't have to find it again. So we'll do X marker heading, static. We'll just make him run back here and then he can disappear. Oh, I think I have markers hidden. There it is. I don't want that all the way to the ground. There we go. And then hide all this stuff. There we go. All right, we're going to put this as KG SM mysterious stranger home marker. All right, let's go to aliases. Let's alias this. Okay, MS home marker. Hopefully I remember what MS stands for. Not multiple sclerosis. All right, and then we're going to go mysterious stranger, come down here. I don't think it matters if he's in this order or not. It's just a habit. I'm going to rig him up to be linked to that. So we'll do linked aliases. We'll do MS home marker. We'll do link custom 01. Add. And then we're going to add him a package. We're actually going to get rid of that default follow player package, because the problem with that is he's going to do that natively. We actually need to create a custom one. So we're going to go link custom 01. Make that jog, and I'll just edit each of these to make it so that they work for the appropriate stages. This isn't generally the way I do it, but it's just going to be quicker because, again, speed modding. So we'll do follow player package. We're going to do is player teammate, right? Isn't that one? There's one with teammate in here. Let's see what it is. Team get player teammate equals 1. Now, is it asking me to select him? No. Okay, good. Team equals 1. Follow player package, yes, and then we need to add this, KGSM. All right, let's put this up here, get rid of that guy, and then we're gonna edit this, KGSM, mysterious stranger quest, package, travel there, and we'll make this only during get stage done. KGSM, mysterious stranger leaves equals 1. There we go. Create new form, delete this, and that. Okay, so now he's going to follow the player when he's my teammate, and then he'll do this once stage 160 is true. And then we need to make him disappear. So let's do that next. Go back to our script here. Oh, wrong one. All right, we're going to do, let's see. Register for remote event. Actually, we can unregister for the dungeon now. All right, register for remote event. We need mysterious stranger alias.get ref on unload. Actually, we're going to do this on else if AUI stage ID equals 160. So this is the player talk to the mysterious stranger so we can complete objective 30. We're going to give him a new objective to go talk to Bill again. And then we'll register for the mysterious stranger to unload. And then event object reference dot let's see, on unload object reference AK sender and event if AK sender equals mysterious stranger alias get ref, and we'll just disable him. AK sender dot disable false, so he'll fade away, he'll just disappear, and then we can unregister for the event. And this is not the most efficient way to do this with me grabbing the alias twice, but that's okay. Okay, so now we're going to do we need to set up objective 40, which is going to be to go talk to Bill again. So let's go ahead and compile our script again, make sure I didn't make a mistake. Use info, bring this up. Make sure we don't have to do anything. I don't think I set up any more properties. Nope, we're good there. All right, so now we need a, let's see, 170 player spoke to, all right, let's see, we'll do, actually, you know what, we'll just do this. We'll just go to we'll go to 1,000. I don't know what if we're gonna edit this much. We'll just say complete quest. Now we could do it right here, do this complete quest. I tend to just never do that, and I do it all inside the script itself. So I'll continue that trend. So let's save again, close this, close this. All right, let's get this out of the way. And then, oh, there's our quest, cool. All right, so we need to set up our Bill conversation now. Oh, and we need our objective, right? So 40, return to Bill. New Bill. There we go. And then we will go back to scenes. 04, complete quest. Conversation here. Oh, and let's make sure I turned this off. Equals 1, and then we duplicate this. We need to turn this off once stage 160 is done. Okay, there we go. Okay, back to here. We need Bill again. Add phase at end, player dialogue. All right, let's go to old Bill here. What does he got to say? You did it. All right, nice simple greeting. Back to old Bill's voice type. KGSM Bill. Okay. All right, and then do the rest of his line here. Oops. No, come back. Come back. There it is. All right, and then we'll keep them looking at the player. Oops, forgot to change that to Bill. All right, KGSM Bill. Okay, okay, copy. Okay, and then let's see here. Add phase and end. We're gonna have another player conversation. Let's just go ahead and condition this real quick. Get stage done. Oops. $160 equals 1. And we want stage 1000 equals 0. Okay, now we need another player dialogue here. And then I think we need to add a line where he gives the player a reward. I think that'll be a nice way to end this. Let's see. Okay, Bill's response. Come on, there we go. Player, don't mention it, I'm just passing through. Oops, delete it again. All right, we'll do neutral for this. And then, let's see. Whoops. Oh no. Don't crash the CK. Okay, good. There we go. And then I don't think I need to keep doing the voice condition, but it's just a force of habit because I don't want to end up with, because if you fail to condition lines in certain scenarios, you end up with the every NPC in the game trying to speak a line. I'm sure you've all run into that bug by playing with mods. Sarcastic. What a dick. All right, coming down here. Okay, so now while we're getting closer to getting a basic script completed, any of my team who does who willing to put their voices in stuff like Sir Rick, Kobus, any of you guys around? I can toss you a script in a few minutes. You can record it for me real fast. All right, let's go back over here so we don't have to listen to Robo Voice for 2 characters. I saw you knee her. I bet you're faster than me at this. Because you make these little quest things for your freaking videos. So you must be freaking ace at it. Grateful. Okay. All right, and now we need a reward here. Face it and ChatGPT, give us a line. Okay. Need, let's see, write a line for Bill to say where he gives the player a reward. Just make the line generic so we can make the reward anything. No need for a player response to this line. I'm going to just use part of this because I think he's already said most of this stuff already. Let's see. Let's put it in our document anyway, though, just for... Does he say great job out there anywhere? No, I guess he doesn't. Okay. Perfect. Got a nice simple line. Back to the CK. New action, dialogue. Make sure they're looking at the player. Oop, not father death. All right, I'll do this, paste this, set stage 1000 to complete the quest. Okay, save, back into our script, and we'll do, let's see, else if AY stage ID equals 1000. All right, let's see here. We got a player finished talking to MS. Player turned into Bill. And we need to do player ref.add item. We'll do LL reward. We'll figure out what it is in a minute. Probably just going to be caps. And then we'll do complete all objectives, complete quest, and we'll stop the quest. We don't need it anymore. Let's see. Oh, what did I do? All reward is undefined, of course. All right, so we'll do come down here, and we'll do leveled item property, all const mandatory. Shiloh, thank you for the donation. Keep it up. How's your quest making going? How's the life in the CK? All right, now we need a basic reward. I think there are some like really generic rewards we can just take, so we don't have to think about it much. We can change it later. Our reward, caps reward. We'll do it. Large and change, because the rewards are actually pretty pathetic from what I recall. All right, so I think this should basically do it. This should have everything working. We need to generate some dialogue, and then after this, once we confirm this works, then we'll go through select player lines to replace the ones we used, and then we can decide if we want to flesh this out or not. I think it'll just depend on what time it is when I finish this part. All right, out-of-date dialogue. Let's generate some robo voice. Let's do select everything here. Give that a second. Now, if you guys don't have robo voice, I don't know how everyone keeps. There's some of us have it and some of us don't. It's like one of those things like people pass it around. So I don't know where it originally came from, but it seems like every mod author does quests has a copy of this now. So there's it's floating around in the community if you ask around. Okay. Generating. Okay, there we go. All done generating. Okay, so now I'm trying to think if there's anything we missed there. Let's double check our objectives, make sure they're set up correctly. Return to Bill. That's going to get completed. Does Bill point to Bill? Oh, no. See, there's a crash. We're going to get our first CK crash. There it is. The objective screen. It's the death of me. I have no idea why it's that screen. Others don't have this problem, but it does crash for me. Fortunately, I'm using my unhacked CK, which actually loads reasonably fast. But we'll start it loading, and then we'll hop in game. We'll just test it and see what happens. Hopefully, I got it all correct. I think the only thing I can't remember is if I actually put a marker on the last objective there. All right, so let's go down, find our what do we call this? KG speed modding, right? There's so many files here. Here it is, Mysterious Stranger plugin. I should put the mod author as ChatGPT. Okay, let's head in. Give this thing a test run. But I think what I was going to do before I popped in is I was going to export the dialogue script and pop it into our Discord channel and see if anybody's awake to go record it. Shiloh, you're a voice actor. Would you like to be Bill or the Mysterious Stranger? All right, speed test. Here we go. Awesome. I'll send you the script after we get the CK loaded again. All right, COC, Diamond City Wall. Go talk to Bill. I mean, there's only like for either character like 20 lines, so you could just record both, and we'll let the audience decide which one you do better as. And then I'll probably end up being the other character, unless I find somebody else online. We'll see. All right, let's go talk to Bill here.
Hey there, stranger. Have you seen a mysterious figure in a long coat and hat around here?
All right. Well, we already tested this whole thing, so I'm just going to go right to positive.
I can help. Oh, thank God. We've been trying to find this person for days. I can pay you for your trouble.
Okay, well, let's make sure.
There.
Good, he doesn't start the conversation again. All right, so now we'll just go COC, good neighbor, origin. Actually, let's check make sure our map marker showed up. It did not. Oh, because wait, did we not enable him? Why didn't this show up here? All right, well, we're going to COC over there and see what happens. COC, good neighbor, origin. Probably going to get in a fight with our buddy at the door. No, we're just running right by you.
Hey, don't you ignore me. Whoa.
Go get him, Hancock.
Someone's vault suit, huh?
Oh, wait, was that our guy?
Classy.
Ah, the one who's been looking for me. What can I do for you?
Let's see.
Who are you, and why are you helping us? I'm just a concerned citizen. I've heard about the raiders in this area and I want to do my part to help. Oh great, now we get to babysit a stranger. Don't worry, I won't cramp your style too much.
That mustache.
We need your help. Will you come with us? Of course, I'll come with you. Let's go.
Okay, clear out Corvega. Oh, of course, Corvega. Are you kidding me? the longest dungeon I can imagine. Okay, let's go to Corvega. And so far we've got our first bug. Let's and it looks like he's got his gun pulled out with me. Let's put mine away and see if he puts his away. Yep. All right, now let's make sure he follows us.
Vault suit, huh? Hell yeah.
There he goes. Cool. All right, so this is all working. So let's go to Corvega, but I do want to go check our objective. Let's see if this is open, and then I can export the dialogue too. Sim quest. All right, let's see how we screwed up our objective here. Quest objective. Yep, forgot to just set the Mysterious Stranger down here. Mysterious Stranger. Dungeon map marker's good. Back to Mysterious Stranger to Bill. Okay, so it was just the first one we botched there. All right, let's export all the dialogue here. We'll export a file for Bill. And we'll export a file for... Come on. Come on. And we'll export one for the Mysterious Stranger. Okay. And then save that. All right, and now can't save it right this second. All right, I've got a little tool I need to use real quick. I use it on my other screen, so don't mind me. That's just gonna save us a lot of time. Let's grab this over here. So we do this so often with these dialogue files. We made a little online tool that just like strips down these massive text files. I'll show you one in a second. So when you open up, like if I look at this voice Bill, so like this is what the CK, actually it's not even worth looking at it here. Let me open it up in OpenOffice. If you look at these files the CK generates, they're abysmal. Open with OpenOffice Calc. And we have a file that like strips it down to just a few columns. So like this monstrosity with all these tiny columns is what the CK generates. Really hard to mess with. So we stripped it down to something simpler, which I'm going to DM to Shiloh in a second here. And then actually, Shiloh, to save you from wasting a bunch of time, just pick whichever one you prefer of the characters, record it, and then if you could like cut up your audio for me, just to so that I don't have to do it on stream, and then I'll do the other character. So whatever you get to pick. Let's go to downloads, and I will send you both of them. There you go. Sent, and then off we go to, actually get this over here. I might need more files in a second. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. All right, cool. Let's go back into game because we're just going to COC to Corvega assembly exterior. I think it is. No. All right, we're gonna go check in CK because I don't actually remember. All right. Let's do COR. Oh, I forgot the plant. Okay. Plant, and actually we'll just go right inside. And we'll do TJM as well. Now you really, to clear a dungeon, you only have to kill the actual boss NPC, so we can just kind of beeline it to the one area. Because if there is a bug, I don't want to do this. And actually, I guess I can't really save in the middle of it. One of the problems with saving in the middle of it is could easily and have a bug that's baked into the save. All right, let's see, make sure my guy's with me. All right.
What the?
Back me up, buddy. Counting on you.
And come back. I'm having...
Let's see, is he gonna fight with me? There he goes. Oh, he's just like, I wonder if his gun is set up to just one-shot everybody. That would be amazing. I'm gonna pretend that that's the case, even if it's not. Come on, let's go.
It's getting worse.
All right, where's the elevator?
There.
All right, you fight the mysterious stranger.
Going down.
Where's he at? Where's he at? Come on.
Lower level. Lower level.
Am I going the right way?
Going down.
I may be going the totally wrong way.
I know you're here. I'll find you.
Main
Nope,
assembly
there we are.
line.
Getting tired yet?
I don't know where the stranger is right now, but all right, where's our boy at? Not you. You're useless. There he is. There we go. So that's all that's required to actually trigger a cleared. And that's
I've done
fine.
this hundreds of times. You think you'll...
All right, where's the mysterious stranger? There he is. Come on, get in here and kill these guys. There he goes. Yep, one shot, one kill. It's OP stranger. Uh-oh. You injured him. I didn't think that was possible. Wait, what is this? Oh, this isn't right. Trade, talk, cancel. Oh, because he's a teammate. Wait, can I take his super weapon? Snub-nose 44 pistol? Well, no, we don't want to do that. Talk.
Well done. You certainly know how to handle yourself in a fight. So, what's next? You're on your own from here. I have other matters to attend to. But keep your guard up. I have a feeling those raiders won't give up that easily.
As they shoot
Good
you in the
luck,
leg.
and stay safe.
He took a
out
pipe
there.
pistol over his 44. Okay, return to Bill. We'll let the... Okay, so now we're gonna fight our way out. I want to make sure that he actually disappears. Actually, it's still letting me command him. Oh, I forgot to turn off player teammate. Okay, and I actually need to do that before this so that we don't... And I need to turn off trade with him. So we've got a couple of bugs to fix here. So let's do those before I forget. So let's go in here. And let's turn off trading. Let's see, aliases. And we need to go back into our quest. Oops, wrong one. Here it is. All right, so after the player just talking to MS, dungeon cleared. We'll leave the... We don't want him to run back till after this, so we don't want to turn him off as teammate yet. So we need to do it here. It's false. And then we'll make him evaluate package so that he will switch over to his other one immediately. Evaluate package. There we go. And let's see. Oh, this music is very appropriate for speed modding. Okay, and then we need to do the trade. There's a disabled menu trade. There we go. Okay, there we go. That should take care of those issues. So now I want to make sure that he actually disappears on unload. So in theory, so let's grab him, grab his reference. If I go outside, that should trigger his unload, so then he should just be disabled if I check in console. Okay, so now we go get disabled. There we go, he's disabled, so our little trick worked and he disappeared. Whoops. Alright, I see you guys are complimenting my combat abilities while in God mode. I got real good overnight. Okay, let's go talk to Bill here.
You did it. I can't thank you enough. The town is much safer now. So, what's next for the town? We'll keep fighting to keep this place safe. But with people like you on our side, I think we'll be just fine. Great job out there. As a token of our appreciation, please accept this reward. We couldn't have done it without you.
Hey, there we go. And then we should get quest complete in a second here. Come on, quest complete. You can do it. Come on, game. You can do it. Huh. I didn't do the complete quest thing. The little animation. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why I didn't. Okay. We got it basically all working. Now we need to... So the reason it didn't do the quest pop-up is you got to have a certain type set up here. So we'll do side quests, and that'll give us that little Vault Boy pop-up. Okay, so that's done. So now we need to change out all these player lines. So let's go into... I've got a little tool installed here. Tools, voice file reference tool. This tool is insane. And we're going to go to player... And for testing, for quickly doing that, I'll probably do it for both because it's just going to be faster. All right, let's go into our scenes. Let's find all our player lines. Sure, I can. So what I'm going to do to start is just try searching up these exact lines and see if we get something. That'd be nice. It's unlikely, but maybe we'll get lucky. Okay, how about I can help? Tell me how I can help.
Tell me how I can help.
There we go. All right, let's copy the dialogue. So we go copy dialogue, paste that in, and we're going to grab our file name here. Tab over. We're going to do extract voice file. Extract that. And actually, I'm going to go in and check because I bet I have leftover stuff in this folder. So let me clean it out. Yeah, so we're going to grab this, and then we're going to rename these to recruit dialogue for SS2. So that way we'll just put all of these in a fresh folder, and I'll be able to grab them all and quickly copy them over. All right, so let's do that one again. And we need this guy. Extract, and then we're going to go, oops, to the voice female, do the same thing. Extract. Okay, we got one done. 20 more to go. Ish. No, I'm not. I think this line's available verbatim. Let's see. How about not interested? I'm not interested.
I'm not interested.
There we go. All right, copy dialogue. Grab the file name. Extract that, go to the mail, Extract that. There we go. All right, I feel like, oh great, we might find something that's kind of sarcastic. This just gets better.
Oh, great. This
Perfect.
just gets better and better.
Oh, forgot about the file name there. Extract this. All right, grab female. There we go. All right. This is going pretty fast. This line maybe is available exactly. Let's find out. Oops. Wait, who are you again? There we go. Perfect. Copy dialogue. Grab the file name. And for you. All right, so now I feel like I'm racing to if I can pull this off in under 2 hours. From writing to production, it's gonna be a tough one. Let's see, we need your help. Maybe that'll be there. Let's see. No, that's not your help. Here because I need your help. Let's see. Yep, this will work. Copy dialogue. Now, fortunately for you guys, our team does not do this because it ends up with really generic bad dialogue. But I don't care right now. It's more about, it's the practice, it's the exercise. Oops, accidentally deleted the file name there. Extract voice file. There we go. Okay. Next one. I don't trust you. Maybe that line will be available. I don't trust you. No way I don't trust you. Sure. That works for me. We came to you, but we don't trust you. That's totally legit. Okay, another one down. Let's see, now is babysit available. Let's see. Oh, come on, click in the box. Why is that not working? Oh, that's right. Wait, is Control A not work? Oh, that's a bummer. Babysit.
I didn't sign up to babysit your ass. Hey, I'm not a babysitter.
I like this one better. All right, copy dialogue. And for female. All right, now periodically I like to stop and make sure I didn't miss one of the characters because that easily happens. So let's make sure I have the same number of lines in both of these. We've got 7 files. What do we got in here? 7 files. Okay, cool. Excuse me. All right, who are you? Will be our next one. Who are you and what are you doing out here? What is our thing? Who are you and why are you helping us? How about that? Why are you helping? Nope, that's not good.
Why are you doing this?
Nope, that's not a good line. That was an awkward reading. Why would you...
Why are you
Oh,
doing
that's that
this?
same line again. Let's see. All right, we're just gonna go with the "Who are you" type of line again.
Who are you supposed to be?
Sure, not exactly what I was going for, but that's what we'll work with for now. Okay, there we go. Okay, another set done. All right, let's save. Back over here. All right, without you.
I wouldn't have made it without your help.
There we go. Copy dialogue. That's good enough. And that is a very accurate statement after our little endeavor there. Between needed him and God mode. Okay, another one down. All right, let's see. Bend through. Let's see here.
With everything I've been through, nothing scares me.
Sure, that'll work. All right, I'm gonna double check the lines one more time because I feel like I just missed one. 10. 10. Nope, okay, we're good. All right. No, that's not a minor edit. That's a major edit. Okay. Pretty much the best. Let's see. Do we have anything with the best in it?
Yeah. I'm the best.
Hey, that works. There we go. Okay, what's next? Do we have anything like that? What's next? Hey, here we go.
What's next for you? What's next? What's next for you?
All right, that'll work. Copy dialogue. Okay, got that one. Another conversation wrapped here. All right, then we got to go back and do the last conversation with Bill. Making good time. 10 minutes on dialogue so far. I thought this was going to take a lot longer. I think now it's the slow part's going to be getting my side of the lines recorded. Yep, this one will work. Copy dialogue. All right. Next up, don't mention it. Do we have that? Ooh, what's his follow-up line? Is that going to work? No, that's not going to work. Let's see. All right, what is his response? Let's see. It's, I understand, but if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask. How can we respond to that? Let's see. Not barely. What else can we say here? Almost killed. No, it's the damn thing. All right.
Bringing back your cat almost got me killed. So some of your guys almost got me killed.
No, neither of those is gonna work. Let's see. Could have. How about hurt? Let's see. I want something that implies like just that they're irritated. What do we go with here? Let's see. That was.
That was close.
I think that might be the best we're gonna get right in this short too quickly. Let's see. All right, well, we'll do that for now. All right, I spent too much time worrying about that one line. Did not expect that one to be the killer. Oops, that was close. All right, we're gonna change the. Let's see, we're gonna do. Is there a tired? Yeah, tired. Here we go. All right, that was close. Extract voice file. Okay. All right, and now we need risking my life. All right, risking.
Caps aren't worth risking your life. I went through a lot of trouble for this. I hope it was worth it.
Perfect. Okay. Getting there, getting there. One more player line. What's next? There's plenty of those.
What's next? What's next for you? Now that the reactor works, what's next for the Institute?
How about, what will you... No. Let's see what his response is and see how much we need to worry about this. We'll keep fighting to keep this place safe. Okay, I think I saw one line up here that would work. What does he respond again? We'll keep fighting to keep this place safe, but with people like yours, I think we'll be just fine. Okay.
There may be more raiders out there. We should make this quick.
Sure, that'll work. All right, copy dialogue. Okay, and raider place. Where was it? There it is. Okay, and there we go. Okay, we got all that done. So now we need to check in with Shiloh and see what he's got for us. And I'll also, let's copy these over. So we'll grab these two folders and we're going to go into Fallout 4 data, sound, voice. And we need to create, oh, we already got one here. So we'll copy these to replace those files. There we go. All right, let me check Discord real quick here. Okay, Shiloh's doing Bill, so I need to do Mysterious Stranger. Here we go. All right, let's get in and find these. All right, I'm just going to do normal voice, not going to do anything fancy. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's see if I can, I think I can just record right in here. Let's see, record. All right, let's try this. Ah, the one who's been looking for me. Actually, I think I just did a voice there. Is it not going to let me hear it? Yes. Let's see what happens if I can play that. I can't hear it. Let's see if it's in there. Let's see. That is line FB7. Totally silent. Okay, it's not going to let me record in the CK. That is a bummer. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this the hard way. All right, let me get up that script that I sent. Okay, let me see if okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Okay, I don't have that many lines to record here. All right, let's do Audacity. All right. All right, I'm going to just do these in order. All right, the sound is going to be really terrible quality because I'm just in a large room and now my furnace is on. So, but it doesn't matter. If we wanted to release this and have it be good, I'd get someone proper to do this. All right, this will just be better than RoboVoice. You're on your own from here. I have other matters to attend to, but keep your guard up. I have a feeling those raiders won't give up that easily. Good luck, and stay safe out there. I can tell you're a real natural. Sure you have, but you still handled that like a pro. I'm just glad I could help. You got some skills, kid. You certainly know how to handle yourself in a fight. I'm just a concerned citizen. I've heard about the raiders in this area, and I want to do my part to help. Don't worry, I won't cramp your style too much. Suit yourself. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Of course, I'll come with you. Let's go. What can I do for you? Ah, the one who's been looking for me. Back for more, I see. I knew you couldn't resist the thrill of adventure. Well done. Okay, there's our lines. Probably need to up the gain on these. I think I recorded pretty quiet. Let's do that real quick. Well, we'll just listen and see what Shiloh's sound like. Let's see here, and we'll fix the volume to those. Well, I could compare the volume to Nate and Nora's. You're on your own from here. You're on your own from here. I have other matters to attend to. Keep your guard up. I have a feeling those raiders won't give up that easily. All right, export as wave. Let's start exporting these. So we need to go up some directories. Fallout 4, data, sound, voice, mysterious stranger. All right, let's do this one. Actually, you know what? Let's open up one of the player voice lines and see how it compares in Audacity. Let's see, open with Audacity. See if I need to do anything to these. No, they're pretty similar in volume, so that worked out well. All right, let's go to the next line. That one's done. Good luck. Stay safe out there. Here we go. I have no idea if you guys can even hear when I'm doing these playbacks. I know sometimes my sound gets weird. All right, there we go. We got this guy done. I can tell you're a real natural. Save you. Okay. Sure you have, but you still handled that like a pro. Oh, we're gonna be cutting it so close on the 2-hour mark for this terrible quest. I'm just glad I could help. You got some skills, kid. It'll be interesting to see. So like, I think if this, like, I'm having fun doing this. I hope you guys are enjoying watching it, despite my non-interaction for long spouts of time. But I think this could be fun to do with a group where, you know, almost like, what would you call it? Like a game jam for modding. I think it could be kind of fun. Because then I wouldn't have to handle the writing. With this terrible writing, it would just basically like, you tell me what to do, guys. I'll turn it into a quest. I'm just a concerned citizen. I'm just a concerned citizen. I've heard about the raiders in this area, and I want to do my part to help. Come on, export. Why won't you let me export? File. Oh, did I hope I did selected audio. If I forgot to do selected audio for some of these, they're going to be huge. Let's go double check. Let's see if any of my files are ginormous. I don't. Why does it default this stuff? Does anyone really? I mean, I guess there are some people out there who still keep sound files on their computer. Yeah, I think all of these right here, I accidentally did the whole damn file. Oh, that sucks. All right, starting over. All right, got to remember. I'm going to find, what's the keyboard shortcut for this? Or are those I'm going to keep screwing up? Select audio, Control Q. Okay, let's try this again. Go back to the top. What a pain in the butt. You're on your own from here. I have other matters to attend to. Okay. Replace that. Good luck. That's the one. All right, well, this keyboard shortcut makes it a lot easier. All right. Damn. Don't have a keyboard shortcut for that to respond to that prompt. All right, which one is this? Sure you have, but you still handle that like a pro. I'm just glad I could help. I guess I could put this on the same screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. I just realized I'm over on another monitor. All right, here we go. Okay, yes, save that. Grab this. You certainly know how to handle it. Control Q, Control V. There we go. All right, I'm just a concerned citizen. This is the long one. This is all of this, I think. I'm just a concerned citizen. Yep. All right, Control Q. And then this guy. Don't worry, I won't cramp your step. Suit yourself. If you change your mind. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. Definitely not going to make 2 hours. Only got 4 minutes left. And I still need to get Shiloh's files set up. Of course, I'll come with you. Let's go. Inconsistent line readings. This is why I'm not a voice actor. Let's see here. Oops. Yes. Did that work? I felt like I just added extra space in there. These all look correct. All right. Back to here. Oops. Back for more, I see. Well done. There we go. Done with that. Okay, close this. Discard. All right, we got those in the right spot. All right, let me check. Let's see. Okay, still I'll wait till Shiloh sends me the files. But in the meantime, we can I can run the tools to generate lip files for the rest of this so we can see it in game. All right, so let's see, tools. Let's see, we need to go to, do I have a voice file, a lip file gen here? Yes, copy that. And we'll do it, what is this? KG, or let's see, we'll do speed modding, mysterious, edit this bat file. And then we need our mod name, which I have in the plugin thing here. Oh, that's right. I can do it right from the, I don't have to edit the bat file. That's right. I can do it right in the, so I don't actually need a separate one. Just do it like this. All right. We'll see if that will do it. It's actually pretty quick to generate the lip file. So, oh, here comes Shiloh with the files. All right. He's going to make, like, so let me download these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let me make sure that that's the correct number and I didn't miss any. Let's see, Bill should have, I'm missing a couple more still. He's got 15 lines. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I downloaded 10 so far. Okay. All right, continue. But it looks like it already did a whole bunch that quick. That was awesome. All right, let's grab these guys. Data, sound, voice, Bill. Let's just delete all these. There we go. And let's make sure he didn't make the same mistake I did. With the giant size? Possibly. With this guy, let's see.
We've been having some trouble with raiders, and we think this mysterious stranger.
Nope, just a long line. Okay, cool. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. I think it'll be right around 2 hours to get this all rigged up. All right, while we're waiting for that, I can actually try and read a little bit of chat. You should make this mod part of SS2. Have Bill from accounting show up when you visit the RON a second time. Yeah, definitely not going in SS2. It would never pass the quality control of the creative side of the team. You have a very non-specific accent. Where did you grow up? I grew up in Michigan. Not a quest time to make your own game. Oh, Arissa, back on the make my own game. And don't judge my rush job. No problem, Shiloh. Appreciate you doing that. All right, I think I'm still missing some lines from you. I've got 10 lines, and it looks like there's supposed to be 15. Oh, here comes some more. All right, let's double check and make sure I have the right ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, grab these guys. Make sure we don't get any overwrite warnings. Oh, no, there's Bill. No overwrite warnings, 15 items. Okay, we should be good. All right, so let's run the lip file gen again. No, that's not what we want. We want this one. There we go. Okay, let's let that run. Thankfully, it runs pretty darn quick. And then we need to go to tools. And then I have this little bat file set up I can use to make this go real quick. All right, so let's make sure the lip files appear here. Thank you, Shiloh. Appreciate you. Did not generate lip files. Okay, so sometimes this happens. I think I see a couple issues here. We got to get rid of this trailing line here. That might be part of it. All right, let's go check if our other ones generated. These ones did not either. How about these? None of these did. What is going on here? Let's see, save you. Okay, we'll try. Sometimes I have to do this weird thing here. We have to regenerate them, and I have this plugin that lets me do it. Oh no, my registration. Oh, come on, don't encode it. All right, let's try this and see if it works. Yeah, overwrite those for Bill because I can just re-download them. All right, let's try that one more time. Wrong screen. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Lip file region. Oh, I wonder if I need. There's a. I probably need the creation kit fix. So there's a bug with the creation kit in order to make it, and I probably don't have it installed in this install. Let me see if I have that in one of my other folders. So there was a Bethesda when they patched Fallout 4 last, or actually maybe not the last time, but one of the recent times they patched Fallout 4, they broke the lip file gen. It's really ridiculous. And I have a copy of it somewhere of the patched version. I think it's this. So let's crash this out. Close you. Close you. And we're gonna back this up. We'll call this pre-patch. And then we'll grab this guy because it uses the 32-bit CK to do this. All right, let's see if this works. And then of course we need our thing again. Okay, let's see if we get some .lip files generated now. If not, I might have to hit the Nexus. Somebody released a fix for this in the community. Absurd, and it's been like this for like 2 years, which is absolutely absurd that Bethesda hasn't fixed this yet. I mean, this was a long time ago that they did this. It's been broken for a very long time. Is this something people do on ASMR now? They chew ice. The other suggestion was okay. So how about a reward 1% to the mysterious stranger? Chance, not overly powerful but perfectly themed. The other suggestion was a copy of his coat and say nice but also gradable. I mean, if we end up doing, it's still not generating the lip files. What is going on here? All right, let me go find that creation kit plugin. I mean, if we polish up the mod and make it not terrible, I'll give a decent reward. But right now, with how bad the dialogue is, I would never ship this. All right, let's go to. I mean, I might do it as like an example of like put it in like the Bethesda mod school files, just as like a thing people can use to learn from. But it is not something that I intend to put out there as if I expect people to be impressed by it. Let's see here. Search. Oh, let's do LipGen. Let's see if that finds anything. No, that does not. How about creation kit? I know there's creation kit fixes, but that's not actually what I need. Lip file. Let's see if this has mention of the thing. I doubt it, because I think this is BAT only work for Fallout 4. Yeah, this hasn't been updated since 2016. No, nothing in there. What is that called? It is creation kit 32. No. Creation kit. Is this it? Version check patch? Yep, there it is. Patch to remove the SM version check from 32-bit creation kit to allow making lip files after patch 110. Okay, yeah. So they did something terrible to this. So I need this file right here. So if anybody else is mod author looking to work on this stuff, you need this file. You got to patch your CK in order to make lip files, which is absurd that we need that. All right, let's grab this guy. Okay, how do we use this thing? Very simple patch. Okay, let's try running this. Let's try running the Delta UI. Oh, we gotta extract it. Oops. Just a moment. Technical glitch. Nope, I don't want to open it. I want to extract it. Here we go. Okay, we're going to run this little UI program. All right, click the open button. And desktop. Fallout 4. Creation kit 32. CK32 patched. Let's see if that does anything. Patch it. File patched successfully. Okay, so we'll rename this creation kit 32.exe. Copy this over to here. Replace the file. And let's see if that worked. All right, so we need, no, don't keep it in the editor. We need this. We need our LipGen thing. Okay, let's see if Bill gets some lip files. That's when does Bethesda fix stuff. It's just such a bummer. Like, they have such a great, like, I'm curious if they would have done something about it if we didn't have a fix in the community. Like, because they would have just had all these mod authors screaming. Like, it's been broken so long. We wouldn't have been able to release Chapter 2 if we didn't have this community fix. That's how long it's been broken. The AI is working all right. We used it to, it's still not generating. We used it to generate our script for our mod. And came up with a few line ideas here and there. Why do you not want to work? All right, let's see here. Fallout 4. This is weird because I just generated some lib files not long ago. Why is this not working? Let's try this. Now let's work on some of the player voice lines. Convert to wave, replace. What a bummer if this is what derails us from finishing this thing tonight. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, CK. Just give us some lib files. If not, I think I have another way I can do it. I'll just need to use my, I have another install of the CK I might have to use. In fact, let me start preparing for that. That might be the case that I got to use that. Because this does not seem like it's working. Let's do copy you over here. Yeah, it is definitely not working. All right, let's grab our file here. It should be at the top. Put you in this directory. All right, we're going to try this in my other CK install because that's probably where I did. Oh, no, it doesn't seem that way. I can't find that file. Lip file. There it is. Okay. Well, let's try it in here. Let's see if this works. So I keep two installs of CK so I can keep my my alpha directory for the next expansion separate from the rest of my files so I don't accidentally overwrite the live files with something important. Didn't the README say something about running something inside the CK? I'll be honest, I skimmed the README, so let me bring it back up. Maybe I missed something important. Let's see here. Click the patch button. Resume creating it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get any errors. So no, I think I had it correct. It's something else going on here. I don't see anything in that makes any sense. Hopefully it's just that I'm missing some files or something in this other install because I don't keep both of them up to date all the time because it's mostly like one directory I have the creation kit in for looking at vanilla stuff, and then the other is what I do all of our design work in. Let's see, sound, voice. Hey, yep, it's working in my other directory. Okay, I'm getting lip files. Awesome. So we will not be defeated tonight. I just got to figure out what's missing in that directory. I'll do that for next time we decide to do one of these. Okay, cool. I think I've got all of our files. Now I just need to convert them into the correct audio file types. So I'll grab this, convert to XWM. And we're actually going to come over here and create ourselves our BA2 file. So we need to go to Tools and then Archive 2. And we're going to grab our scripts. So we need data. There's our Mysterious Stranger script. And then we need to generate our fuse files. Close these out. Actually, where's the... Why is this still running? Get this out of here. All right, we don't need you. Close you. All right, I'll run the lip fuser one more time. Oh yeah, that runs in like 2 seconds. Okay, cool. So now, delete these. I'll put these back in our other directory. data, sound, voice, and paste these in here. Replace them all, sure. All right, and then we're gonna go star.fuse. Grab all of these guys. Hopefully our directories get maintained when we do this. Let's see. Yep, we got Bill, we got player voice, we got mysterious stranger, we got more Bill. Okay, we are in good shape there. So now we'll save this. Data modified. Okay, we're almost ready for a proper playthrough here. All right, then we're gonna go, nope, we wanna save this in Fallout 4, data, dash main. Okay, so now we've got our plugin. Like, this is ready for release in theory. Well, let's go play it again and make sure. All right, actually, let's double check. Did I remember to do the set team play false? I actually don't remember if I compiled the script again. So let's just do that again, just to be safe. All right, compile that. But yeah, as you get, as far as generating lines for the player voice, I'm just not doing that. I feel like it's super unethical to clone people's voices, so I just don't want to be a part of that. It's really cool, and I think, like, you know, modding for your own use is awesome, but like it feels real sketchy to release anything like that. So I'm not doing that. So like I'm not even attempting it. Like I haven't even cloned any of the Fallout 4 voices. I've seen people do it and it's really incredible, but I just haven't done it out of, like, it feels wrong. It hits the pit of my stomach in a way that I just don't feel right about it. All right, save you. All right, let's pop in game. Let's see how we go. But yeah, the what's it called? 11 Labs is really, really impressive. There's a lot of stuff people have been putting out. The all the Morrowind memes that have been coming out with it are hilarious. Okay, so now here we go. Let's play it with voice characters and see how she sounds. All right, COC, Diamond City Wall. So I'd say we did that with, you know, not including we did most of the writing before I got started. So actual, like, CK time, messing with sound files, it was like 2 hours, 15 minutes if we subtract all the time I just spent dinking around with bugs, bugs specifically with the creation kit. All right, let's talk to Bill.
Hey there, stranger. Have you seen a mysterious figure in a long coat and hat around here?
Oh, I forgot to put in the prompts. I'm gonna go back and do that too.
Wait, who are you again?
Oh, sorry. My name is Bill. I'm with the local militia.
Now keep in mind we haven't done
some
any
trouble with raiders.
Neither Shallow or myself. We didn't do any
stranger might
like
be able to
EQ
help
to
us.
our files. So these are just
Will
like
you
quick,
help us
dirty
find it?
recordings. So they would sound a lot better if we gave them to a sound engineer to tinker with and get them to sound like they belong in the game.
Tell me how I can help.
Oh, thank God. We've been trying to find this person for days. I can pay you for your trouble.
There we go. All right, now we go COC, good neighbor. What did I say? It was origin. Will work.
Hey, hold up. Hey.
No,
you
leave me
ignore
alone. Leave me alone,
Whoa,
Finn.
whoa, time out.
Hey, we got our quest marker.
Ah, the one who's been looking for me. What can I do for you?
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm just a concerned citizen.
Oh, that's so weird to hear my own voice coming from the character.
I'm here because I need
It's so
your
creepy.
Of course, I'll come with you. Let's go.
Less creepy than using 11 Labs. Like I let 11 Labs clone my voice just to test it, and that is extremely creepy. All right, let's go to Corvega, COC, Corvega, assembly, plant 01. Oh yeah, and I need to remember TGM because I'm going to get wrecked in here. All right, here we go. Oh, we got some friends. Hey guys. I know there's more of you. There you are.
Eyes open. Nothing there now. What do you think? It's getting worse. Another recruit died last night.
What the fuck was that?
Who's it? Over here!
Shit! Someone there? Bust.
Where's our friend? Oh, there he goes. Taking up the rear.
Going down.
And of course, if we were going to really do this and have these characters, we would also do a bunch of...
I'll make it quick.
So we didn't do any polish here. Like, obviously the quest, is, the writing is terrible on it. That needs to be fixed. But we would also generally do a bunch of extra dialogue lines. Like, we'd do combat lines for the characters. We would do idle hellos and stuff. Like, there's a lot more that would go into this. This is just the start. Just the prototype phase. There's our clear. Alright, where's our guy? Hopefully he's killing a lot of people. He's still downstairs somehow.
Disappearing out,
No sign of him now. That's what I'm worried about. Come on. It's over. They must have run off. You can relax.
Oh, did they knock him down? Yep, he's sitting over here, needs to be stim back. Okay, stand up now. Oh, we gotta get out of combat for him to recover. Still more. Oh, here he comes. Now he's recovered. Oh, I should also make sure another little quick thing would be to put a condition on the dialogue so he won't talk during combat.
Hey there.
Well done. You certainly know how to handle yourself in a fight.
What's next for you?
You're on your own from here. I have other matters to attend to. Keep your guard up. I have a feeling those raiders won't give up that easily. Good luck, and stay safe out there.
So now he should just bolt. There he goes. Let's follow him. And then he should do his mysterious stranger thing when he gets to the exit. Run, stranger, run. Oh, we got some friends. Oh, nice shot. Yep, he's got some sort of one-kill gun on. Almost, I wonder if it's got a script on it, or if it's like anytime he damages something, it just kills him. It kills whatever it is. And he disappears. And now he should be gone forever when we get out here. Okay, and he is gone, so we're good there. All right, now we head back to Diamond City. I might need to COC because there's probably still some enemies around here. Oh, and I don't have the marker, so yeah, we'll just Diamond City wall. The mysterious stranger can fail to kill and even miss a target? No, that's sad. Don't need any of that.
You did it! I can't thank you enough. This town is much safer now.
There may be more raiders out there. We should make this quick.
We'll keep fighting to keep this place safe. But with people like you on our side, I think we'll be just fine. Great job out there. As a token of our appreciation, please, accept this reward. We couldn't have done it without you.
All right, now do we get our... Did I remember to set it to side quest, or did it crash when I did that? What do we got? What do we got? Nothing. Yeah, I wonder if it crashed before I saved that part. Okay, so it was a pretty good run. I didn't see any bugs really, just I saw a couple little flaws. So first of all, we lost the side quest thing, so I think I forgot, it maybe crashed when I had changed that. So let's see here. No, it still says side quest, so why did that not happen? What did I do wrong here? Oh, I forgot to set XP. That's what it is. XP. Act 1, sure. Oh, actually, we'll do... Yeah, if you don't have Act... It's XP rather than... I think it's type and XP that you gotta have for it to do that. I can't remember. Let's see. Miscellaneous quest. Mid-level, sure. And then I wanted to do a condition on him to make sure he's not in combat, so we don't start this conversation in the middle of combat. In combat. No, it's probably is in combat. Combat equals 0. Okay. Pretty happy with that. So, yeah, around 2.5 hours, all said and done if we include the fighting bugs, which is part of modding. You know, like, even if it's tool bugs, like the lip gen not going. All right. So I think, so yeah, that was... It's not that complicated a quest, so I'm glad I went with something small. As you can see, like even doing just a little quest, like just it's effectively, this is a typical Radiant quest, right? You talk to 1 or 2 characters, you get a simple objective that has a very basic event for it, and then you do a turn-in stage, and that takes a couple hours. So it should give you some context for how long. Like this was me trying to go as fast as I can. Like I think general pace is quite a bit slower than that. This like when just average person at Bethesda or even in the mod community is working, they're not going to be that frantic. Like my brain is toast right now from focusing that much for 2.5 hours straight and just frantically remembering all my hotkeys and pasting, and it was just it was very exhausting. So you can imagine how long it takes to produce all of the quest content in a game like Fallout, and why. You know, probably why we don't see any other game company try and like exactly try and duplicate the formula of the Bethesda game, because it's a lot. It's a lot. But I still think, yeah, I learned some shortcuts there. I definitely want to do that again, but like with good writing. That would be helpful, with the intent of like, oh hey, we can actually release this. Like that would feel good, because there's no way in hell I would release this for real. Like I will put it up in Bethesda Mod School for a resource. I don't think I'll tinker with it any right now. Maybe if we do another stream of just like fixing it up, but for now I'm happy with that as just like an experiment. What did you guys think? I'll hang out for 20 minutes, half an hour, we can chat. What did you guys think about that? Was that entertaining? Was it enlightening? Was it worth doing from your perspective? Like, it was worth it to me, even though I said it was mentally draining. It was still a fun exercise. Like, if I wanted to do a longer one, like if I was going to do a modding game jam, try and operate at that speed, I would definitely like take breaks in the middle. So I think it would be like, if it was a stream, I would need it to be multiple people, just so that I could take a break in the middle of it and have you guys not dealing with silence, like so that somebody else could step in and take over the conversation. Very entertaining, worthwhile, says XV. XV, you've been talking about doing a quest mod for a long time. There you go. I just showed you how you could pull it off. Use ChatGPT as your writing. You know, one of the places where 11 Labs, I think you can get ethical with it, is use it to clone your own voice. So maybe if you're not comfortable voice acting, or, you know, use some of their generic voices they include. That's where I think 11 Labs could come in real handy for people who want to make mods and want to keep it above board, is just use it to generate voices from the ether. They sound pretty legit. There's a couple things they do terrible on the AI front. Laughter sounds really awful. combat stuff, like grunts and stuff, sounds awful, but like generic reading, it's pretty good. Arissa showed me that even I can make a small mod. Yeah, I think anybody can. It's obviously, like, I have a lot of stuff memorized, like, stuff like scripts and what do you call it, like hotkeys and stuff. That makes me a lot faster than most people could do it. Like, writing a script like this, you can see, like, even scripting wise, there's not much you have to do. It's pretty much always just this, like, set objective completed, set objective delayed. Some of these event things are a little more complicated, but there are other ways to do it. That's just the way I chose to do it, because I'm a script fiend. Like, this is why, it's that if all you've got is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Like, so my default is just, I'll just script it because I have access to it. In reality, you could have done, most of these things can be done with different, like scripting, but ones you don't write yourself, where you can basically just use a default script to trigger it. So there are other ways to do a lot of that stuff if you don't even have the scripting knowledge. Sonic Fill, that was definitely fun. Now I know Papyrus is similar to Visual Basic. Getting to see your process was fascinating. It's Papyrus is very, very easy. That's what I found quickly was doing it. It was like, it's this whole else if thing feeling like basic. That's just my design for this. You wouldn't generally do that for bigger, like Sims add-ons would look nothing like that if you looked in its code. That's just a simple thing I do. Like, basically what this is, by default, what Bethesda wants you to do is use fragments. I just don't like them. And that's basically like, instead of having a big else if block, you put each stage's script right here. But the problem I have with it is when you do that, you can't, there's a couple problems. One, you're not allowed to edit the fragments in an editor. You have to do them in this tiny little garbage window. Like, if you try and edit them externally, it gives you warnings and it won't accept your changes. That's one reason I don't like them. And then another is just trying to remember which of your stages have stuff on them is a pain, whereas in here, I can just look at it. So, like, this big else if block is not meant to be like that. This is just a little hack I have for quest handling. But yeah, pretty straightforward language. It's also really powerful. Like, there's a lot you can do in it. Like, I think one of the few things that that it doesn't have natively that you have to kind of fake. Well, there's a few things, but it's like multiple inheritance is one thing. And then it has like some weird limitations that you have to hack your way around. Like, arrays can only be 128 long if they're generated in engine. If they're done if you store the data in advance, they can be as big as you want. But and then there's no string functionality. But other than how do you say? I'm gonna say a word that I've never heard anyone say aloud. Is it concatenate? Is that word where you can combine two strings? However the hell you say that word for real, that's like the only string function we have, but otherwise it's pretty full featured language, which is nice. Too large per point of kill zone. It was good. I'm glad you showed off ChatGPT. I hadn't tried it before. Been testing some tonight whilst watching. Yeah, ChatGPT is really fun. It's really good at generating ideas, and it's really good at writing code. The fact that it can like spit out whole stories is pretty wild, right? Like, it can generate the story, and it was able to take, my explanation. It was able to take an example and extrapolate it. Like, that's really, really impressive. And if you were to, one of the cool things we can do is we can keep asking, like, you can mention a section in the middle of the story and say like, hey, make that part longer, or like, hey, change that part a little bit and make it do this instead. And it'll keep adapting the story as long as you keep it in one chat. It's actually a lot of fun to mess with ChatGPT. I really like it for, it also is really good at generating like marketing copy, or like it's great for doing like little chunks of your, like, you could use it for your resume or your CV to do like give you an initial draft to focus on, and then you could mess with that. There's a lot of really cool stuff it's good for. And like, this is just scratching the surface of it. Like ChatGPT, but the fact that it blew up and 100 million people used it right away, it started the AI wars. Like, it now all of a sudden, like, all the companies that have been secretly working on AI or thinking that it's only for techies are suddenly like, oh, it's time to start making this into products that are useful for everybody. So there's going to be an arms race this year, which is going to be kind of fun, also terrifying, because some number of people are going to find it, it's going to feel like stealing a lot of jobs for a while. So it's going to take some time to get used to. But exciting from a technological standpoint. And then like I feel like modding is one of those one of those scenarios where it feels all amazing, right? Because we're not doing this for money. We're just doing this for the passion. And then so anything that can save us money and make cooler stuff seems like all win, right? Like the only thing that I find sketchy is like cloning other people's voices without their permission feels really creepy. But like using it to generate new voices from nothing, because that's one of the tools like 11 Labs will offer soon, is the ability to like just create a new voice or like take your voice and modify it. Like that seems perfect for modding, where like there's no money in it anyway, so it's not like you're stealing from anybody. You're just creating from the ether and allowing people who don't have maybe like I know there's a lot of amazing writers out there who maybe don't have the bandwidth or the desire to like put together a team or even recruit voice actors, because it's a lot of work. And like suddenly that job can be done automatically for them. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming with this, with all the AI stuff. But ChatGPT, I think, is the one. I don't think a lot of people, there's a ton of people yet who are worried about it taking work from anybody. I'm sure it will come, but because it's just tech stuff and it's a little bit funky. I think it's going to be one of those things where it's just going to like let everybody be enhanced a little bit. I would say the biggest downside I see coming from ChatGPT is like there's going to be this expectation of more perfection out of people, of like, you know, if you can just have ChatGPT write you like a half decent email or paper that's all well grammar and formatted, like, and you don't do it, it just makes you look lazy. So I could see that being like built into Gmail or something soon, and then if you don't use it, it's gonna start to look like it's gonna be like one of those things where everyone's kind of forced to use it, I guess. Oscar Fry, I still think the MS needs to say, I may be back, as they walk away from me before they disappear. I mean, there's a lot more we could do with that quest. Like what a terrible, like if that was the use of the mysterious stranger, like he needs to be way cooler. Like we need to, if we're going to try and explore the mythos of the mysterious stranger, we can't do it with this little garbage generated quest. So that's why I didn't really pursue polishing it up, because like the premise is so bad out of the gate. Like it would need so much work that it was just like, okay, well, this will work for, I'm glad ChatGPT generated a really simple story, because if it were, you know, interesting, it would have had to be more complicated. We would have had to have like a branching conversation, multiple characters, and then it would have taken a lot more hours to set up. Let's see. Skywise says, let's see, totally worth it. Very soothing, informative, and fun. Awesome. Nick Carter, do you think ChatGPT will ever work good with Papyrus? I doubt it, unless if they give us, like, once they open up the ability for us to train ChatGPT ourselves, which I think either they will or somebody else will come out with a model to let people do it, then, you know, we can do that ourselves in the community of train it up on Papyrus, of just feed it all of the open source Fallout and Skyrim projects, and then it'll get really good at it. Which I'm very, very excited for that time to happen. Darren, if Bethesda needs to rebuild the CK and add in some template and maybe some ChatGPT assistance, I don't know how that will play out with like people integrating it into their software, like of how much value there would be building it right in. Would be nice to have like, I feel like entering dialogue in the CK is kind of tedious, especially those player system, like the player choice things, because it just takes so much time to jump back and forth, and I wish there was a better way for that, but I don't know that the AI would be the way to go. That they just need like an import tool, so like import a spreadsheet or something. You are fast enough to make it entertaining. No idea how you can talk so much while having to focus. I mean, I think if I didn't have all this stuff memorized, I would have had to been stone silent. Like programming Papyrus is super, super easy to me. I'm better at Papyrus now than I am at the programming languages that I get paid to use, because I've done it obsessively so much for the past, I don't know how many years now, like 6 years. I've been coding almost every single day in Papyrus. And then where in my job, I use multiple languages. And so like, I don't get as much total time on them as I do on Papyrus. So like the coding went easy, and then most of the scene stuff, I did all of Conqueror's implementation, most of Chapter 1's implementation, and now I've taught like a dozen people how to do all this stuff, like one-on-one teaching. So pretty solid on the stage objectives and and scene systems. So it was pretty easy for me to kind of do it in the background while I was working on stuff. XV, yeah, this will be a huge help since writing narrative ideas are the least appealing aspect to me. Yeah, I really hope to see more people do that. Like, I think, I think one of the other sides of that with ChatGPT is you'll start to get I think most people could who played this quest would be like, there's something off about this. Like, some of these lines don't make any sense of like how they went from one to the other. And that's part of the AI just not, they're pretty good. Like, any individual sentence you read in here sounds like a person, right? It's just like when you start taking the whole thing in aggregate as one piece, and it starts to feel like that's a weird way to go. Like, what can I do for you? And then immediately say, no way, I don't trust you, right? Like, that doesn't flow. But I'm pretty sure, like, for the AI, even though I asked it to have player have 4 responses, it's still probably assumed that this was spoken first. Like, it doesn't understand how to make a choice thing. So when it was analyzing it, it looked at okay, this is the next. So then if he says, of course I'll come with you, let's go, then saying, no way, I don't trust you, makes, I know that wasn't exactly how we changed these, but that makes a little more sense. So there's definitely, like, there's this uncanny valley factor that comes in when you use AI for stuff, which is why, like I said at the beginning when we were starting to tinker with ChatGPT, is it's kind of like you got to use it more like an idea tool as opposed to letting it generate your whole content. Like, it's better as like you get writer's block, let it unblock you. Ask it for ideas. Like, one of my favorite things is to use it for right now is besides coding is to be like, give me 10 examples of X. Like, I'll be like, give me 10 synonyms for this, or give me 10 other ways to say that. And then it just gives me, just speeds me along from spending. Like, for example, when you guys saw one of the points that happened in the stream where I felt myself getting stuck and I could have went to ChatGPT for an idea if I knew it had the data filled in, there was that one player line where I was just not happy with any of the equivalents I was finding. One of the things I could have done was taken the line from the player that we were generated, tossed out of our script from ChatGPT, and asked it to word that differently, and it might have given me some ideas that were closer to a player line. So, like, that's the type of points where it was like, okay, I wasted like 6 minutes on that one dialogue line, and I shouldn't have, because I just kept feeling like, oh, I'm gonna get a little closer, I'm gonna get there. And that's the type of stuff where I think ChatGPT can help, is like helping you, keeping you from getting stuck in some little thing. It can just like, it's kind of like, it's almost like a friend you can bounce ideas off that you never have to feel like you're bothering. Like, that's the type of thing. Normally, if I was stuck on that, I might have poked like Sarik, or lead writer, or Cynical, who does a lot of writing as well and editing, and I just asked one of them, like, hey, can you find me a player line that's similar to this? And they might have got it back to me if they were online. ChatGPT is always online, and it doesn't need to have the CK loaded. They can always just do it. So it's a nice tool. More of these, please, says Shalina. Yeah, I definitely want to do this again. I think this is gonna make me faster at modding, and I'll learn some shortcuts. So I think one of the problems I have when I start getting into quest making is my systems brain kicks in, and I always try and think of, okay, how can I systemize this to make it faster in the future? And so far, most of the systems I've come up with have been slower. Like, if you ask Sag, who did all our chapter 2, he will agree and say that most of the ideas I had to systemize this stuff ended up slowing us both down, because they made certain things take too long. Like, I had, for example, the AI packages. You guys saw me whip up a couple of AI packages for the Mysterious Stranger. When we did chapters 1 and 2, we instead had this generic system for AI packages. Like, we almost never created unique AI packages for the scenes. Instead, it was like there was like this generic set of packages that we would reuse over and over again. And the goal of it was to make it so that we weren't cluttering the whole CK with forms, but also so we weren't stepping on each other's toes with, because if you give an NPC 2 different AI packages, it can be really hard to untangle them from each other. But in practice, that almost never happens. And so doing stuff like what we did with the Mysterious Stranger, where I just made them up a custom AI package that's just for this quest, is so fast anyway, that like it doesn't need to be systemized. So like, I think that doing this exercise of speed modding will kind of pull me out of this idea that I always need to systemize everything, and that sometimes just get it working. Like, don't try and make it more complicated. Just make it work, especially for stuff like quests where doesn't need to be dynamic. It's not like, like when I code out systems for some settlements, I like to make them injectable so that other add-on pack authors can inject their own flair to things. But that's not necessary for the quests. In fact, I would say that that would be a waste of time, because it's just no one's going to do it. So this is a good exercise for me as just a way to get me out of my comfort zone. So I would love to do it again. I'm not going to do it every week or anything. I think it's the same way Bethesda Mod School. It's just going to be something I pepper in periodically. But yeah, that was fun. So it is concatenate. I know that's the word when I see it written. I want to know, is that how you say it? Like, I've never heard anybody say it in their life. The first time I saw it, like in a programming book, I just felt like, man, that is a $10 word that only a-holes would use. And now I feel it. It still feels that way. What's the AI site? We used chat.openai.com. I don't know if you can just go right to that, or if you have to search. If you just Google ChatGPT, you'll find it. And you basically just talk to this bot, and it generates, like, here, I'll post my prompt I used if any of you wants to try and make Fallout 4 stuff. I thought it was really cool how it did it. Where's the format I used? Yeah, here we go. This prompt was really good for making prompts that are making dialogue that worked well. Ooh, that looks ugly. I'm gonna have to paste this. Let me put it in a Google Doc, and I'll share it. I'll share it out publicly. So if anybody wants to generate Fallout 4 dialogue, they can use this. Let's see. Let's go over here. All right, new Google Doc. Let's see, we'll call it AI prompt speed modding. We'll call it Fallout 4 dialogue. All right, and then we'll share this publicly. Share, publish to web. Okay. Got it. All right, so if anybody wants this prompt to use, it is right there. I think you guys can use that link. It's really funny watching what ChatGPT is doing to college essays. Yeah. I mean, I think that'll kind of solve itself, because it's kind of like I've started to recognize, like, when I hear some YouTubers are experimenting with it right now to have it write them their scripts, to be like, hey, maybe this will be better for writing the scripts of what I'm going to read about a particular video. And I can kind of feel it now when I listen to some people doing it, and then, like, inevitably there'll be a thing in their description saying, like, by the way, I used AI to generate the script for my video. And there's certain things that just, like, will feel wrong, and I'm like, why did he say it like that? Like, that's not quite right. And I think that professors will just have to learn how to do that, and then they'll train other bots to identify it too. So then you'll have to work for it. You'll have to, like, actually, like, read what the bot wrote for you and change things around and stuff. So it'll still save a lot of time, I think, for college and high school essays. One of the things I'm terrified with is, like, if it's going to be really hard to get kids to learn how to think, like, to learn critical thinking and learn how to actually, like, put their mind to a problem and, like, think through it all. And then, like, if they can't do it themselves, they're not going to be able to critique it either. So then they're not going to be able to, like, read this stuff from AI and understand that it's bad. Like, so I'm a little concerned about that, because when things get too easy, people don't learn them. Like, for example, like, car stuff, like, most of us don't learn how to fix cars, because it's like driving a car is like driving a toy anymore. And then it's so easy to just drive into, obviously, like, there are exceptions when you get to major mechanical problems with your car, and then gets so crazy expensive. But still, it's just like you just drop it off at the mechanic. And I think for a lot of people, that's how computers are now too. It's just like, yeah, I'm not going to learn how to fix that or how it works under the hood. I just buy a new one, or I just hand it off to somebody to fix. Is that when things get too easy, people stop caring about how it works under the hood, and that for knowledge, that seems kind of bad. So I'm hoping I got my kids on the right path, so that that isn't the route they go. That the technology becomes so easy they don't need to learn anything. That would be kind of a bummer. People are already jailbreaking ChatGPT to answer against its own ethics guidelines. I saw that. I saw there's a prompt that you can find if you look for ChatGPT jailbreak. I didn't use it yet because I have a paid account. So I'm like, well, if they see me using that, they could probably ban me. So I'm like, I'll just trust that people will figure it out. The thing is that if they'll need to relent eventually, or somebody else will usurp them. So I'm trying to remember what was that AI image generator? What is I can't remember the names of them. There's it was DALL-E 2 was the first one that made it super popular, and then somebody else came along and did an open source version. AI image generator. One of you guys probably already said it earlier when I was talking about Stable Diffusion. That's what it is. Like Stable Diffusion style. Somebody will do the same thing for ChatGPT, and then those will be completely unlocked, and that's what people will use who want to use it for like writing. Like, if you ask, like, let's see, go back to my ChatGPT. If we say like, all right, now add a scene where the mysterious stranger threatens to kill Bill, and I'm sorry, but I cannot add a scene where a character threatens to kill another character, as it goes against OpenAI's ethical and moral guidelines. So even though this is about a fictional thing, and it's obvious we're talking about a Fallout 4 quest, it still won't do it unless, like, you got to do a lot of stuff to persuade it. So like when tinkering with this before, I've gotten it to do stuff just by using euphemisms. Like, then it'll do it. So like we say like take them out, or like take care of. So then we're getting into, so if you're good at doublespeak, you can get ChatGPT to write whatever you need. But yeah, I think that like that's stupid. So like if you have to go through all those hoops, people are just going to find a tool that doesn't make them go through those hoops. But it's one of the things that it's kind of like how YouTube right now is on a mission to like kind of purify itself and like make itself super PG. It's because they're the big one. So like this seems to be like a societal thing. We always want like the big player to like be the one that is friendly to everybody, to be family friendly. And this is why like TV ended up this way, and YouTube's ending up this way, and like everything that is so ubiquitous that everybody uses it, they kind of want it to be family friendly. And so that's kind of the role ChatGPT has taken, but there'll be ones that'll fill in the gaps very soon. I actually saw somebody put out a YouTube video of like how to make your own ChatGPT. And I almost started following it. I just got too much to do. And it was like a 2-hour tutorial video. And like, I would love to do this. It would be fascinating, but I got too much going on. Arissa, like when school started letting people use calculators in school. Yeah, I think that's kind of what it's going to have to be eventually. Like it's kind of like you adapt or die. Like if people are going to try and fight this for sure. And I think in some places they will and will win. Like I think when it comes to like deep fakes and cloning voices, I think that there's going to be some serious legislation coming down about it, because the potential for people to like not even just from the side of like protecting people's way of life, like for voice actors or whatnot, of like you don't want their voice cloned and then whoever's using their voice can just use it for whatever they want, but also just from like the spoofing and like the potential for doxing and scamming that it represents. Like I literally, after I tested ChatGPT with my own voice, 11 Labs with my own voice, and it like I played it for my wife and she's like, that is creepy as hell. I immediately called my parents and just said like, hey, if you ever get any weird calls or hear anything weird coming out of my voice, like my voice is out there a lot. There are thousands, there are hundreds of hours of my voice out there. Somebody could easily clone my voice and do weird stuff with it. And like and it would be completely convincing. Like, please, just if you, the solution that I came up with is if you ever get somebody weird, somebody calling you, and it seems way out of character or sketchy or sus, like just hang up and call them back. Because while people can spoof your number, they can't like intercept your calls. So like if somebody calls and is saying something weird, if you just hang up and call them back on their own number, like that was the solution I had to give my parents, because they're both technologically unsavvy. Is that a word? Unsavvy enough where they would actually be fooled by it. It's like that good. Darren, we need to get back to teaching everyone the trivium and then work in group, aka project based. Oh man, I hated project work. I was the guy that did all the work and everyone else got credit. AI PRM add-on for Chrome is a huge step forward in prompt engineering. It can allow people to create prompts and then share them. What is that? AI PRM is just like a thing to help people. Like, how does that work? What is that? Let me find this. AI PRM for ChatGPT. Oh, this looks interesting. It's very highly rated. One-click prompts for ChatGPT. Adds a list of curated prompt templates for SEO, SAS, and more to ChatGPT. Try today. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. I'm actually like, I'm very curious to see what Google does with it, because like Bing's idea of putting, like, they're the first ones to market with, let's just put it right into our search. But Bing is kind of a joke. Like, I mean, but they have the benefit of they don't have, their entire business model doesn't rely on their search, so they actually have a chance to take the lead here, because Google is at risk of just like destroying their own money printing machine if they put AI into their search and bypass all their ads. So like Bing might actually be able to overshadow them, because they actually have the infrastructure to handle it, and Google can't afford to do it. But having it built into search seems really, really awesome. If anybody's curious about like what AI like in general use will be, how it will play out, and what it'll look like, is go watch Microsoft's recent presentation. It was done just a couple of days ago on AI and Bing, and you can see some of the power of it. Super, super useful. Jay Camper, hello from the Philippines. Hello to you. It just gives me a bunch of faces. I don't know what that was in reference to, because I just rambled on for so long there. Scrivener Rods, establish a safe word or phrase with your family. Yeah, I literally have to now. Like, I think that might be the norm, is that everyone has like a safe word with their family. Like, isn't that weird? And I'm laughing, like almost like nervous laughter of like, that can't be real, but it very much is real. Here, I'm gonna give you guys a taste. Let me find 11 Labs in my browser history, and I'll have it generate something. So I'm going to have it. So here, to make sure that this is not fake, well, I guess there's no way you can do it here. I'm going to have it generate a thing here. So I'm going to go, I'm going to have it say, hello, YouTube. I am AI Gath, and I will take over the world while you sleep. Okay, ready, guys? Hello, YouTube. I am AI Gath, and I will take over the world while you sleep. So you can see that it sounds a little bit off, right? Like, has like its intonation is wrong, but it still sounded like me. And like that was I gave it like 1 minute of training data. If I had given it the full amount, like it lets you give it 25 minutes or something, it probably would have been pretty crazy. But you can also like, you can prompt it with stuff. Like you can preempt it with like some emotions or something, and then it'll tinge the dialogue in that direction. It's pretty wild. Oh, thanks Malware Bytes for the advertisement there. Did you check out the YouTube video 11 Labs did with the AI reading Great Gatsby? The only one I saw was, there was some, I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio was in front of the UN or something, and they like kept changing out lines he was saying to be read by a different actor, which was pretty entertaining. But yeah, it's the tech is pretty crazy. Like when I saw the some of the stuff, like a lot of the image generation stuff, like the Stable Diffusion and like people putting out music videos and stuff, like Linkin Park just put out a music video that's mostly AI generated. And it's like, it's kind of cool, but it's like, it's all a little bit jank. And like, you just like, you can tell it is, but like some of this stuff this year, the ChatGPT and the 11 Labs I was like, oh, this stuff's like getting past the uncanny valley. This is getting to like, it feels real. So it's definitely, I can see it being a pretty big deal. I think this year is just going to be dominated by it. Just there's an arms race and people releasing products for it. It's going to put it in more people's hands, which means you're going to have more more people using it in nefarious ways, because it's just going to get to hit a broader number of people. And then there'll be positives too. Like, I don't want to focus on the negatives. The negatives are just super scary. But like the positives, there's just like a lot of cool stuff for creativity. I think somebody talked about the fact that like Stephen Hawking declined getting his original voice back with something like this because people wouldn't recognize him now. But, for people who can't speak, they'll be able to have a nice natural speaking voice via the computer. I think for some people, you're going to end up with a companionship out of it. Like, combine this with, your Amazon Echo or Google Assistant, and you suddenly have like somebody you can just chat with, and it'll sound totally reasonable. So for people who are lonely and have social anxiety, like, it could be a great tool. I think there's a lot of positive that'll come out of it. Oh yeah, I'm sure phone scammers are all about this. Like the phone scammers, I think, have already been doing like basically, it's the problem, or right now there's a delay, right? Like I had to, I told you guys I was going to have the thing say something. It took a few seconds. So there's still a noticeable delay, and that'll get smaller. And then if that gets to like milliseconds, then that's when we'll have a problem with the scammers, because they'll be able to in real time respond to you and it sound legit. As of right now, like a lot of scammers will call. I get these calls all the time. I'd say almost every day, where it starts out with like a recording of somebody, usually in just plain American English, and then if you just start if you try and mess with them, like almost every single time I get somebody with a very thick accent yelling at me and telling me to go F myself. Like I can tell, and I think it'll be harder to tell, and it'll be easier for them to convince us when that happens. But I've gotten to the point now where, unless you're saved in my phone, I do not answer your phone call, because I just assume that every phone call that comes in is going to be a robot, because I don't need to talk to random strangers on my phone. Like if I didn't meet you somewhere in real life, then I probably met you online, and then we're doing email, not calls. So having a thick accent might fool the AI. Maybe. Right now all the stuff is coming out in English, because that's one of the bigger languages in the world. I'm sure there'll be similar model training will happen on other big languages. Like I'm sure you'll see it on Spanish. I think Spanish and English are really close for most popular language. My Spanish might actually be. Let me look that up. And then Chinese, just by a number of people in one country, that would easily catch up, and they'll need it for that as well. Spanish versus English speakers. $471 million speak Spanish. Oh, I'm sorry. 475 million Spanish, 471 million English. Very close. Oh, that's just native speakers. 1.5 billion English learners. What does that mean? Anyway, I imagine that you'll see other languages following shortly behind, and we'll have it trained in everything. Yeah, the stuff's exciting. It's also scary. I'm excited to see some, so like these open-ended things like ChatGPT and Stable Diffusion are like, they're just enablers. I'm still waiting to see, like, somebody needs to, one of these companies that's putting this stuff out needs to put out some like real world useful thing that is like, that wouldn't have been possible without people, that actually is the end use. Like, this is kind of like the enabler, right? Like the, you know, these things that generate content, these are just the enablers to do it. But like, we need to see the next level. Like, somebody needs to see like something amazing coming out of this, and like how it's helping humanity. Because right now I think there's more pitchforks raised and suspicion than there is like excitement. So it'll be interesting to see who starts cracking that, of like putting out something that's super useful and not just, you know, not just generating content, like, or giving this tools to generate content, and not just like generating boatloads of cash for some company, but something that's like, you know, that ends up some new medical AI that's like helps people find out they have cancer sooner, or something like that, where it's like some useful tool that everyone starts using that's like a huge benefit to humanity. And then I think that'll start to change the conversation on AI away from all the scary stuff and toward the potential. I think if you're not in the pitchfork crowd right now, you're not paying enough attention to this stuff, because like it's right now, like the potential for it all seems like, it seems like no government bodies are moving to do anything about it, because I think they're just kind of like, you know, it would be difficult to capture it and, you know, like put laws around it that didn't prevent then you from having innovation in your country. So like, you know, everybody's afraid of like other countries, you know, like countries like Russia and China, who kind of don't care what about the West's way of living. Like, they don't want, you know, like, they're going to do their thing. So if, you know, if the West starts putting all these laws and locking down AI, then we're just going to set ourselves behind. It's kind of like the weapons race in that regard, of like, you know, in reality, everyone would love if everyone would just stop, like, let's nuclear non-proliferation, please. But if you do that, you risk someone who is willing to do it just taking over. But yeah, I think we need to see some more positive stuff coming out of AI, and less of so that we're not all talking about the scary stuff. But I think it's a lot like how negativity sells, right? Like, you know, the people who are the news is always just a negativity cycle, or like the YouTube, a lot of the most popular YouTube videos end up being people whining and complaining about stuff. And I don't know why. I think negativity sells because like we're all natural. We're all natural like trouble seekers. Like, we're always looking for problems because we're looking for things to fix. We're almost like ants looking to like go forward, and we need to find problems, because those are what we can focus on. Like, good, happy things are things we don't have to do anything about. They can just exist in there, no problem. So there's like, we're all drawn to problems. But anyway, I could talk about AI for hours. It's a lot of fun. For now, it's a little bit scary. Hopefully we get to the good stuff soon. I highly recommend it for any of you who are interested in doing programming or writing. Just using the ChatGPT right now is a great tool to like get you past writer's block and everything. So it's a fun toy too. But guys, I think I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you all for joining me for some speed modding. I hope to do this again sometime, because it was it was a lot of fun. And I hope it will get me out of my system head and realize that, hey, I can pump this stuff out pretty fast if I focus and try and make it quick. And hopefully next time we do it, which definitely won't be next week, maybe a few weeks from now, we'll be able to do something a little better than this. Maybe I'll get somebody with actual writing chops to fill in the role of ChatGPT next time. So catch you guys in next week.